Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together we're Shaylee, and together we have got one of our best-selling fitness pieces of equipment. You love all our fitness here on Shop on TV, but a walking treadmill. Well, actually not a walking treadmill, a walking, a running, a jogging treadmill that goes at great speeds, can be as slow or up to 8 kilometres per hour. Actually allows you to have this incredible technology, super compact, in your home.
But it's not just a treadmill, as you can see. You get an upper body workout with these walking sticks that are attached to the machine with proper full resistance, up to 30 kg of resistance
and you can
on
really
these arms.
Feel that. And it's like a rowing machine, it's like a cross trainer. So you're working the bingo wings, you're working the back fat, which are really difficult areas to work. You're multitasking, which means you're burning more calories. And it really is adaptable to everybody. You can go as slow as you like, you can go as fast as you like. You can jog on here, you can use these static, you can use the upper body, and you can run or walk. And you're seeing here on the split screen, because it goes from 8 kilometres to, sorry, 0.8 kilometres up to 8 kilometres per hour, you can rehabilitate. Perhaps you're trying to walk stronger. Perhaps you've had something done and the doctor said, you know, you need to start walking, but you don't want to go out in the dark and the wet, the pavements are uneven. Use the actual handles for stability and walk nice and slow. But in the middle, I'm going at sort of halfway through the speed, so a nice brisk walk using the upper body handles as well. So then it's a little bit like a cross trainer. And then at the end, I'm sort of jogging, running, but not at top speed.
Not at the full speed.
On that last one. It does go out to 8 kilometres per hour. Now, it's always a favourite. It even folds down as well for storage, so you can store it under a sofa, store it under a bed. But my goodness, and you can see that right now, if you do want to put it away, if friends and family come round and you know you haven't got that much space, you can tuck it away. But the biggest thing today is our price,
because it's a show special, so we've dropped the price for the duration of the show. It should be $499. It's less than £300, and you don't even have to pay that today. Now, if you're thinking, oh, I could get it elsewhere maybe, well, you could, but not at the kind of price we've got it for, because at MAXhealth directly it's that full price of $499. At Costco they've got it just under $480. DIY have dropped their price, but it's still nearly £400.
So it's not like you're saving £20, you're saving £200, £180, £100, which is phenomenal, isn't it?
It's brilliant. And you can also use PayPal Pay in 3, so it's just £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. That clock you see on your screen just in the corner is there because the price will go up after our live show has finished, and we'll honour the price on our +1 channel. So if you've not shopped before, 155216, you can add it to your basket and get shopping and get walking and get moving again.
And walking is so good for you. The NHS passionate that a brisk walk is so good for your health. But actually, you've just gone on the internet and put, is walking good for me? Is jogging good for me? And that's the thing, you can walk, you can jog, you can run, but if you only walk on here, the benefits of walking are incredible. And you don't have to do hundreds and thousands of steps a day. If you just manage 2,000 steps, put in the internet, is 2,000 steps good for me? But you can see here that the NHS, they recommend a brisk 10-minute walk being so good for you.
Having all those health benefits counting towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. And don't think, 150 minutes? That's 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night. You can spread it out over the week. You can do it at your own pace, literally. And walking on a treadmill counts towards this recommended exercise. So if you want to go for that treadmill, 155216, we're going to preview a couple of items that we've got on the show for you. And you may or may not have noticed Hayley is wearing our weighted vest. Now, this is brilliant to maximise your workout, but it's not just about your workout. It's maximising all those daily tasks. So even just when you're working around the house, doing the housework,
just pop it on and do your normal daily jobs, going up and down the stairs. You might be sweeping the floor, you might be vacuuming, you might be doing the washing, hanging the washing out in the garden. Pop it on top of your clothes, pop it under your clothes, but that extra extra weight will actually allow you to get stronger quicker, will help you burn more calories as well. You often see sort of people in heavy training, sort of army people as well, wearing those heavy weights to help them strengthen and get stronger even faster. And that's exactly what it'll do for you with your everyday sort of jobs. But if you use it whilst you're exercising, the benefits can be incredible.
It's a really clever design. It's a kilo in weight, 2 pounds.
So it's comfortable.
It's a neoprene material, so it's also great if you want to wash it. It's brilliant for washing.
Or even swim in it, actually.
Yeah, you could do, yeah. And the weights are all at the back of the actual vest, so as soon as you pop it on, it's like it elevates your posture, isn't it? It's like it lifts you.
It's really clever because it's super comfortable to wear. You don't really notice you're wearing the extra weight, so it's been very cleverly designed so it's not too heavy so you feel you need to take it off. But as soon as you put it on, can you see my shoulders are back? And I think we do so much slouching now. And to have a good posture, actually, I feel it makes you look a bit trimmer instantly because you're standing so much better. And it instantly will do that. And these have been so popular. And whether you just get this to wear as an everyday or whether you get this to actually add into your workouts, I think it's right for all and everybody.
$39.99 the price, 855254 is your item number. We've also got some brilliant scales on the show. We just wanted to mention these because the price is spectacular. It's just £20. These are the Renpho Smart Body Scales. You can link these to your actual phone. You can download an app and there's 13 body metrics on there. Really clever. You can track your progress and achieve your goals.
BMI and all those sort of things, which is absolutely fantastic, on scales that are in your home.
Yeah, and you can see the 13 essential compositions when it comes to analysing all those different things when it comes to scales. Brilliant. 892794 is the item number, down to £20.
I think that encourages you to be a little bit healthier. I think to have scales in the house and scales that can tell you so much. If you are trying to get a little bit healthier for the new year, which obviously your treadmill is going to help you, but actually to watch those scales alter as well, perhaps see your BMI alter, is quite encouraging for you to do more. And the fact you can sync it up as well.
Yeah, brilliant.
With
with your phone
is fantastic.
It's excellent. And at the price, superb at £20. Now, we're very lucky to have, it's like a well-being show really for you today. We've got a collagen supplement, and if you've got any kind of social media, you'll see there's lots of collagen supplements out there. We're bringing you the Pure Nutrition Collagen Liquid Supplement. It's 10,000 milligrams per serving. And if you're thinking, why do I need collagen? Well, the reason you need it is because it's all throughout the body, isn't it?
Collagen is. You think it's in injections, I think, and in creams, but actually it's throughout the whole of your body. You can see the total natural, protein in the body, over 30%. You can see as well the skin is massive, up to 90% is collagen. And then you can see as well it's in your connective tissues, it's in the cartilage. So collagen virtually is the glue that holds your body together. It's in your skin, it's in your bones, it's in your ligaments. But sadly, as you age, collagen does deplete. And you visually see that, and that depletion, and you'll see that on the graph. You can actually see how as you age, you actually lose that collagen. You can lose it in lots of different ways as well. Sun exposure, smoking, you can actually see it there. High sugar diet isn't good for collagen. But when you look at the actual chart and the graph, you see how collagen does deplete, and you visually see that in the mirror, actually. It's the lines, it's the wrinkles, it's the deep nose to mouth lines that you start to notice. And also the elasticity goes in the skin, so you get that hanging sort of jowl area. And it's bad anyhow, but actually it can worsen for women when we go through the menopause in our 50s, and we can get an even bigger drop of collagen. But then when you actually see, as we saw before, that the sun can make a difference to the collagen that you lose, it really can make such a difference.
It can, and the benefits when it comes to collagen supplements, because the balance is what it's all about. When you replace that collagen with a supplement, well, take a look at some of the benefits. It could be the fact that you have healthier hair, skin and nails. It promotes bone and cartilage health. It boosts immunity, reduces fatigue, progresses protects against anti-oxidative stress as well. So many benefits, and at $29.99, a brilliant price. 234270.
It's getting that balance back in life, isn't it? If you were lacking in iron, you'd take an iron capsule. So if it makes sense, if you're losing collagen, to take collagen to get that balance back, to try and lift that graph. Honestly, phenomenal, and really tasty drink as well. Nice cold out of the fridge.
We've got lots of great shows coming up for you every night here at Shop on TV between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. You can see just some of the shows that we've got coming up for you. Vintage Cash Cow, if you've seen their mainstream TV adverts, we've got exclusive offers coming up for you. Later in the week, we've got Mulberry Silk, we've got Simpler Law, Post Gold for Cash. Check us out every night between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. But we've got to get back to our show special, bringing you fitness at this time of year. It is one of our most popular products here at Shop on TV.
Year-round, actually, but I think once we hit January, and we've had a really heavy winter, haven't we? We've been, and even still now, we're having those sort of heavier stews and things, but we've had Christmas, we've eaten badly over Christmas, we've drunk too much over Christmas, we're feeling we've put perhaps those pounds on, you're feeling a little bit unfit, but we're not moving so much because the weather's miserable, it's cold outside, it's slippy outside, so suddenly through the winter we eat so much more, and we do so much less exercise. And sometimes it's daunting to try and get exercise into your everyday, but what we're doing is something that is so natural. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, you truly can walk yourself into a healthier you. And this fits into your home. It's super compact, but it's got a really great stride. So Sean, 6'4", still can walk, can jog, can run on here. But it's also got these very special handles that then turns this treadmill into a cross trainer, into a rowing machine, so you're working the upper body.
Full resistance on those arms, up to 30 kg of resistance. So, as Hayley said, if you're using it like a cross trainer, if you're using it like a running machine, if you're using it like a rowing machine when you're using the handles, so you do get that full body workout. It's got a great spring to the actual board as well. So it's not hard on the joints, it's low impact. And the fact that you can go from 0.8 kilometres per hour right up to 8 kilometres per hour means that you can walk, if you're rehabilitating, as Hayley said, and you want to work through every single muscle, you can. If you want a brisk walk, or if you want to jog, or even if you want to run, going up to 8 kilometres per hour.
And that's giving you an idea. Perhaps you've been told by the doctor you need to start walking and you don't feel so strong in the legs. You can walk, and the slowest pace is what I'm doing there, which is 0.8. Using the handles for stability and walking nice and slow, getting your strength back, getting your confidence back. In the middle, I'm sort of halfway through, so around about 4 kilometres per hour. Nice brisk walk. I'm using the handlebars as well, so I'm getting that upper body workout. And at the end, I'll be honest, I'm not doing 8 kilometres per hour because I'm not a great runner. So that's around about 6, probably between 6 and 7 kilometres per hour. And you can get a really good run on here as well. But actually, if you only walk, walking is so good for you. And it's one of the most natural things to get yourself back into shape. It's something that you're not having to learn anything tricky. You're not doing terribly difficult dance moves, or it's not really technical equipment that you know how to, how do I use it? This is so simple to use. And if you're lucky enough to be able to walk, one step in front of another and walking at that constant pace. Can you hear it in my voice? I'm already getting my heart rate up, so I'm burning calories, and all I'm doing is walking, and then use the upper body and you're getting a real workout. But the great thing is, Sean, really easy to set up and really simple to use.
Well, let's run you through when it arrives, because it will be folded completely flat. That's great for when you're storing it away. The only thing you've got to do when it does arrive, these two top sections of handles on either side, you've just got to attach these. Inside there's a little jack inside each one of those that connects everything for you, and then you tighten the little screws.
Shady proof. It's very easy.
Dead simple, dead easy. This is really important as well. You'll see this little red cord. Now, this is a red magnet that fits into the top of one side of the handles. That's like your ignition key, if you like. Without that, it won't work. So if you're worried about children using it, take that away. It won't work whatsoever. When you're walking, jogging or running, just attach it to your piece of clothing and you are good to go. When you want to start it off on the other handle, you've got a little toggle here on the top. You just press that forward and as you press that forward, it'll give you a countdown from 3, 2, 1, and then it starts at the slowest speed at 0.8 kilometres. You want to increase it, just push that forward. 1 point at a time is 0.1 of a kilometre. So each time you do that, if you want to increase it quicker, just hold it down and it'll do it much quicker for you. It's just taking it up to 3 kilometres per hour. But when you're not using it, this is the other great thing, you can fold it away. So it will go under a sofa.
Yeah, so if you've got, you know, a house that's quite busy like ours and you haven't got a great deal of space, you haven't got a room that can be a gym, you're going to have this in the living room, you can actually fold the handles down. If you want, it does stand, so you could put it behind a door or in between, perhaps, I don't know, chest of drawers or a wardrobe, but it goes so flat.
The profile's brilliant.
That it will go under a sofa.
Yeah.
And it will honestly slide under a sofa. It's on its way there. When it's under the sofa, nobody knows that it's there. So even if you've got a bed sit or, you know, 1-bedroom flat, you haven't got a great deal of space, this treadmill is going to fit into your home. And having it in your home means you will use it. It's there to use. For me, I'm a gym member. My gym membership, by the way, has just gone up to £75 a month, which is crazy. Did you see it has got wheels as well? So if you want to manoeuvre it into the conservatory one day and watch the birds in the garden, it's easy to manoeuvre around. But my gym membership gone up to £75. Every month I pay that, and some months I don't get because I'm time poor. You know, we commute, we do silly shifts, and sometimes I just don't get to the gym, yet I'm still paying £75. My gym is also 20 minutes from my house, so it takes me 40 minutes to get there and 40 minutes to get back, and I would spend an hour. So it's really 2 hours out of my day. Whereas actually each morning, get onto your treadmill, you could do your workout before I even managed to get to the gym.
Well, that's a great time to do it first thing in the morning. Just get some steps in. And it is all about getting those steps in. If you put in your search engine, is walking good for me? Oh my goodness, you'll be blown away. Put in your search engine, is it good to do 2,000 steps a day? Because we used to think we had to do 10,000 steps a day.
Just
with no benefits unless we get 10,000.
Very recently, it's a lot less. You don't have to do, you know, thousands and thousands of steps. 2,000 steps, you'll be blown away. But just recently, there's a lot of press about 3,000 steps, not just being physically good for you, but also mentally good for you as well. There's something about exercise, I call it happy dolphins, it's happy endorphins, and it really does give your body that buzz, that kick start to the day. Do exercise first thing in the morning, because for me it energizes me, but actually it's that satisfaction as well. It's those happy endorphins that actually then give you, for me, a happier day, a better day, a brighter day. I'm more with it, and it's really good to practice your work from home. And during lockdown, this is when we first started really walking to exercise. We watched an American lady, and she was really into it, walking sort of exercises. You know, everything she did, it was all very simply walking, but walking at a certain pace, which we're not so good at when we go walking down the street, because we'll stop, we'll dawdle, we'll wait for the dog to have a wee, you'll have a chat to somebody, or pop into a shop. But when you're on a treadmill, it makes you walk at that certain pace. Can you hear it again in my voice? I'm getting a little bit out of breath because it's getting my heart rate up, because I'm constantly doing those steps. And that is so beneficial to your health. And the NHS are passionate that brisk walk is good. But remember, this isn't just a walking treadmill. You can jog on here, and it's got a really nice spring. You can run up to 8 kilometres per hour. But the biggest thing for me is you can multitask. You've got that upper body workout as well. And can you see it's really working the muscles in my arms? There's great resistance to these. So I can use it a bit like a cross trainer, or I can use it like a rowing machine. And to be honest, they're about the 3 different pieces of equipment I use at the gym. So there's your cross trainer, which is fantastic, and you can see it working those arms. There's your rowing machine, and all at the same time, my feet one step in front of another.
Look at the muscle engagement in your arms, though. I don't want you to think at home they're just for stability, which they are if you want to use them for that. But that proper workout in the upper body as well the lower body. It's every level of fitness. If you just want to get moving again, you've been sat too much, you've been sat over the whole of the winter, and you don't want to go outside. My word, you don't want to go outside at the moment. The weather, the snow, the sleet, the hurricanes, we've had it all in this past couple of weeks, haven't we?
I think there's lots of things that stop us moving, and our lives are quite static as well now. We work in offices, we sit at desks. Our hobbies are watching TV, playing games. We're looking at phones and videos. We do a lot of things where we don't move a great deal, and our bodies were designed to move. We're meant to move. You know, when we were created, there were no phones or desks, or you worked the land. To get somewhere you had to walk or you had to run. So our bodies are meant to move, and if you don't use it, you do lose it. It's a bit like that gate, that old gate, and if that gate hasn't been opened for 6 months, it will really be a struggle to push that gate open. But actually, if it's open constantly each day, that gate's absolutely fine, and our bodies are the same. A bit like a car. If you left it in the garage for a year and didn't start it, there's a good chance it won't start when you go to start it up. We're meant to move. And the great thing is, I think walking is such a great way to get yourself fitter again, get yourself back into exercise, because it is one of the most natural things to do. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, it is one step in front of another. You don't have to think about this. This is natural, and you can speed up, slow down, but then just get into the habit of using the upper arm as well. In your home, while you're watching TV, and all of a sudden, exercise becomes easy.
And you've got that great readout on the machine to really motivate you. It'll show you the speed, the distance. There's a timer on there. There's a calorie counter, so it gives you an idea of that calorie count that's moving. Honestly, it's such a good price. It's 120 kilos in weight limit. That's 18.9 stone. That's a really generous weight limit. And if you're thinking about getting moving again, I think that's the point for lots of people, like you were saying. They're just not moving enough.
Yeah.
So to get those steps in, and at your pace, that's the other great thing. We've had great reviews over the year. We'll share a great review with you shortly from a lady who messaged us in on a previous show, on a previous model of treadmill.
And we've seen people change just through walking, and though you can jog and you can run on this machine, one of our models, oh my goodness, her personality changed, the way she dressed, the way she looked, and she just bought it because she worked as a model on one of the shows, thought, cool, this will be good. And she was in her later years, and all of a sudden she felt younger again. She started dancing with her husband, going to dancing classes. She booked a cruise because at last she thought, I could manage to walk around the cruise ship. So for her, it really did make a massive difference to her every day, and I think it will for all and everybody. But remember, the price is only for the show now. It is going back up in price at the end of this show, so that's why the clock is on the screen. And sadly, if you do miss out, we've got a £200 saving. You can, of course, buy it elsewhere. So if you come back, we've got stock left, but it's gone back up in price to £499. Have a little look elsewhere, but sadly, you're saving £200, £180, £100 off other people's prices.
Other retailers, you can see, nowhere near our show special price, only for the duration of the show. That's why the clock's there. We will honour the price on +1 channels if we still have stock remaining. It's down to $299.99, and with PayPal Pay in 3, it's only $102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. If you've not shopped before, you just need that number at the top of the screen, 155216. Everything is available on the website that we've got for you, and there's over 700,000 products on our website. But joining us here at Shop on TV, it's so easy to shop.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV.
Really is great to have you company, and it really is a fitness, a well-being, a show that really has something for absolutely everybody, and products that marry together really well as well. And our collagen, oh my word, Collagen is a real key buzzword at the minute.
Well, it's everywhere. If you've got any kind of social media at home, you'll see there's lots of celebrities endorsing different types of collagen. The collagen we've got for you today is Pure Nutrition Collagen. This is a liquid collagen supplement. It's gorgeous taste. It's great first thing in the morning out of the fridge. But if you're thinking collagen, why would I need a collagen supplement?
Well, I think we know collagen is good for the skin. I think we think, oh, collagen is in skincare. And I know collagen, they put that into injections, so it's good for your skin. But actually, I don't think a lot of us realise that when we're born, we are full of collagen. It's in abundance in your skin, it's in your bones, it's in your ligaments. And you can see here, it gives you an idea. In your skin, up to 90% of the skin's protein is collagen. So that is huge.
Yeah, it's not just the skin. Over 30% of the protein in the body is collagen. 40 to 60% of total protein in connective tissue. And you've got type 2 collagen, 50% of all cartilage in your bones is collagen.
And sadly, as you age, collagen does deplete. And that depletion, and we've got a graph giving you an idea, you know, of the average sort of loss, that's you see in the mirror visually. You see the lines and the wrinkles, you see the sagginess to the skin because the strength goes from the skin. So you've got the sort of droopy jowls, and that creates very deep nose to mouth lines. So you look older. But the sagginess to the skin, the underarm area, the top of the knees, you know, the skin over the body as well. But you feel this depletion too, because we were saying it's in your ligaments, it's in your muscles, it's in your bones.
Yeah, it's like when you get out of a low chair and you feel
As you get older, yeah, you feel the difference getting out of bed in the morning. Yeah, when you get up from doing the gardening, it's all a little bit harder. And that's a depletion of collagen. Now, as ladies, you'll find during the menopause, you lose even more collagen, sadly. And sadly, they say we start to age from our early 20s, so it's just downhill from there. But there's other factors as well that do come into loss of collagen that can make it, again, increase.
It's not just about ageing. That happens naturally, obviously, but if you have too much sun exposure, we were just talking about the menopause, if you're a smoker, if you don't have a really good, healthy diet, if your diet's high sugar, also things like air pollution, or it could be hereditary, it could be genetic for you. So all of these things contribute to the loss of collagen. Well, we're telling you a lot of bad news, aren't we?
Yeah, but there is good news, and the good news is the ingredients in this particular collagen. This has got a collagen that is one of the only really scientifically proven collagens to give actual results, which is Verisol B. You've also got Luxolite, which is a very new collagen that is very well tried and tested. You've got biotin and zinc. Of course, that's going to be really good for your hair and your health. Hyaluronic acid, big buzzword.
Buzzword in the beauty industry, but also vitamins in here. That's really important as well.
Vitamin C and D. Yeah. Vitamin C is a key vitamin to work alongside collagen. Vitamin D, I think lots of us know just how good that is for you. So you've got all these key ingredients, but it is the collagen that is the real magic. And the Verisol B, as far as we know, is the only scientifically proven collagen to create and help with results like this, which are huge.
Well, take a look. In a perception study, 69 women aged between 35 and 55, and this isn't even taking the dosage that our collagen is, because this collagen is 10,000 milligrams per serving. Well, 15% saw an improvement of average skin elasticity, and that's the bounce back.
Yeah, that's the sagginess to the skin. You know, when you get the droopy jowl area, you know, the skin on your face isn't as tight as it used to be, and you sort of pull your face back thinking, oh, I used to look like this when I was young, and now you get the sagginess, you get the deep nose to mouth lines, and, you know, and everything sort of, even the skin under the arms. So that's giving you that elasticity,
a 15% increase,
which is incredible. But you're going to like the next one.
It goes even better.
Because this is about wrinkle depth.
Yeah, and when it comes to wrinkle depth, specifically around the eyes here, so take a little look at this one. 20.1% reduction of those eye wrinkles.
Yes, please.
Oh, who wouldn't want that?
So the real key benefits of using pure nutrition collagen, well, you've got a whole list here. So it really does help to support healthy hair, skin and nails. So, you know, you really have got all those key ingredients and that incredible 2 different wonderful collagens that are going to help benefit there.
Then we talked about bone and cartilage. It's designed to promote bone and cartilage health as well. And we always say individual results will vary, but imagine if you got any of these, never mind if you got all of them. Also about boosting immunity and muscle function, reducing fatigue and tiredness. You often talk about that.
I always say take this first thing in the morning. Lots of people do comment how collagen can give them energy. So taking it first day, you're really going to reap the benefits of that, which is fantastic. And we always say as well, it's nice to get it cold out of the fridge.
Yeah, have it in the fridge, take it first thing in the morning. Comes with a little measuring cap. And like we were saying, very important, 10,000 milligrams per serving each time you take it. Your item number is 234270. Here you can see just a recap of everything. The fact you've got essential vitamins and minerals, vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc and biotin. And if you do want to multi-order, because we always say with a supplement, multi-order, because the longer you take it, the better the benefits.
And it is a supplement. So, you know, if you were lacking in iron and someone said, take an iron capsule, you think, oh, that makes sense. I'll get the iron back into my body. So if losing collagen is creating you to look and to feel old when you're trying to do things, doesn't it make sense to take collagen? But supplements do take a time to get into the body. So just a bit like going to the gym. You can't go to the gym for a couple of days, get the body you want, and that's it. It's doing something regularly. So get into the habit of taking this every single day. And they do say with supplements, it takes you around about 3 months to get the optimum results. So if you can buy at least 2 bottles of this, and 3 if you can. And the great thing is, once you spend over £30, you've got PayPal and no extra delivery.
Yeah, you can spread the cost interest-free. Multi-order across the show, you'll only pay that 1 postage. So 234270. Remember, it's easy to order. shopontv.co.uk. You can order on the phone, 03333 241 241. Operators there ready and waiting to take your call. But we mentioned collagen is a buzzword on social media. Remember, you can follow us on all the platforms.
You can get even more from Shop on TV by following us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram and X, all using the same handle, where you'll find the latest special offers, news and insights. But that's not all. Check out our YouTube and TikTok channels for exclusive video content, including product sneak peeks, reviews and unboxing videos. Stay connected and be first to the best deals with Shop on TV.
Really is great to have your company, and we have got a fabulous show. This is all about your well-being, really, and we've got our main product, which is our walking, jogging and running treadmill. Super compact, folds down, it will go under the sofa, under the bed, but the biggest thing is our price, and there's a reason there is a clock on the screen. The clock is on the screen because this price, sadly, goes back up after this show.
Only for the duration of the show. We will honour the price on our +1 channels if there's stock remaining, but now is the time to get hold of it, because our usual price, just shy of £500. This has been one of our most popular fitness items here at Shop on TV. I think the reason being it's for every level of fitness.
Yeah, you can walk at 0.8 kilometres per hour, so you can walk super slow, but this also goes up to 8 kilometres per hour. So you can brisk walk, you can jog, you can run on here, but you've also got an upper body workout, and there's very few treadmills that have got resistance on the arms like this has. So now this is like I'm walking and I'm on a rowing machine, or I'm on a cross trainer. You really can get a full body workout in one go whilst you're watching TV, whilst you're at home, and that's the great thing. And the resistance really works then. The bingo wings, the back fat, areas that are quite difficult. Can you see how it's really does get those muscles working, which is fantastic.
It's not just a guide, it's got proper resistance in those arms. You can see on Hayley's arms as she pulls back how all the muscles engage. It's up to 30 kg of resistance on these arms. And whether you want to use them like a rowing machine together at the same time, if you want to use them alternately, you can do that. Or maybe you just want to start with them static and start with a slow, steady pace, because the speeds on this, remember, go from 0.8 kilometres right up to 8 kilometres per hour. So it really is that full range. A nice slow walk. Maybe you're rehabilitating and they've told you you've got to get moving. You don't want to go outside in this weather we're having.
No, perhaps you don't feel so stable on your legs anymore, but you do want to start walking more. Perhaps the doctor said, my mum had her hips done, and always check with your doctor, with your surgeon. But one of the biggest things is they wanted her to start moving, start walking. But walking outdoors can be a little bit tricky. The pavements aren't great. It is horrendous through the winter. So you can walk nice and slow and rehabilitate. But you were seeing that you can then do a nice brisk walk, or you can jog on here. You can use the upper body, or you can use the static, but then you can run as well. And the great thing is, on that split screen, I don't even run at the top speed because it goes up to 8 kilometres per hour. And I'm not a great runner. I do about between 6 and 7 kilometres per hour. So you really can use this wherever your fitness level lies. So good for the whole family as well.
I'm someone who doesn't like fitness. I don't really want to do it, but I know I need to do something. You've got to keep moving, haven't you? Walking's so simple. You're not going to fail at walking, are you? But you can set your own pace. So maybe you want to start off just doing 5 minutes on it a day, then build it up. If there's a family who get hold of these, they often do competitions who can do the furthest, because the readout, you've got a great readout on the machine. We like to call it the motivation station. On there, you've got a speed and calorie counter. You've got a distance indicator on there. You've got a timer, but the calorie counter for me, that's the real motivation.
Yeah, it flicks through all of those. So you can see the speed you're doing, you can see the time you've been on, you can see those calories ticking up. So perhaps you have eaten a few too many mince pies. Have a look how many calories are in a mince pie and try and get that balance back in life. Try and work those. You eat the mince pie, you try and work the mince pie off. And it is getting balance back into life. And this is great because it is, if you're lucky enough to be able to walk, one of the easiest ways to get yourself fit. And hand on heart, you can walk yourself into a fitter you. I know we all think that we have to do crazy exercise. We have to run around and bounce around. My knees won't do that anymore, so I can't do anything that's really cardio. But can you hear I'm out of breath? I'm walking at this constant pace all the time, and that constant pace will make sure my heart rate, I'm working my heart muscle, so my heart rate's getting up, so I am starting to burn those calories. But the lovely thing is I can do the upper body workout as well. This is a treadmill like no other, and it's why it is so popular. But you can truly walk yourself healthy. So if you go onto the internet, if you're thinking, surely I've got to jog, I've got to run, and you can do that on here. But if you just put in, is walking good for me? What are the health benefits of walking? You'll be blown away. There's so much we can't say, but there's so many benefits from walking. And actually, the NHS, they are passionate that a brisk 10-minute walk is so good towards your health.
It has so many health benefits that count towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. And I often think, you look at that and think, 150 minutes? I've never got time for that. But if you do 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at the night...
It's only about 20 minutes a day.
Yeah, you're pretty much done then.
And every little helps. So if you can't fit in 20 minutes, or perhaps you physically can't do 10 minutes, do 5 minutes. Walk for as long as you can, because every step is a step to a healthier you. And if you know you need to make some changes, you've come into this new year and you want to be healthier this year. Last year you really struggled doing everyday things perhaps. You can't walk down to the shop like you used to. Perhaps you're struggling now with the stairs. You're getting out of breath a lot more. And you know that you're physically just not as fit as you used to be. Perhaps the doctors even said you need to start moving. The lovely thing is with the treadmill that it's not something really difficult. We're not asking you to go out running for half an hour in the cold and the wet. We're not asking you to go to a gym for an hour. This is something in your home where you don't need a gym outfit. You don't need to, look great. You don't even need to have brushed your teeth. Get on here in the morning with your pyjamas on, if you like, as long as you've got some sensible shoes on, and just get into the habit of walking as far as you can each day. As fast as you can, however it works for you. Build up perhaps to jogging. There's a really nice bounce to this. Build up to a good run if you want. But for me, I know that walking is so beneficial. And the fact you've got the upper body workout is not that you're just working the lower body and all the time you work, you walk, you work that core, but you've got the upper body workout as well. Remember, you can go as slow or as quick as you like. But hand on heart, you can walk yourself into a healthier you. So I truly believe this is for all and everybody. But price-wise, this is what we've got to watch today, because Sean, our price will be going back up at the end of the show, and elsewhere you'll find it's very much our regular price.
Well, it should be £499, our usual price. You can see at MAXhealth Fit, that's what you will pay right now. At Costco, they've got a bit of a reduction. It's down to £479.98 at DIY.co.uk, and just under £400 here with us. Not even 300, £299.99. That's £102.98 if you use PayPal, and you can do that. If you've got a PayPal account and you pay online, you can spread the cost interest-free. So a great price, but only for the duration of the show. Remember, we will honour the price on the +1 channels. If we've still got it in stock, just check the website. And that's what you should do for everything. Our website, shopontv.co.uk, you'll see the full range of products that we've got. Fitness and well-being is what it's all about for us tonight.
It really is, and it's really nice to find products that work for so many people, and we know treadmills have been an amazing product for so many. We've watched people personally change with treadmills, and we've been working with different treadmills for many different years. Got to say, this is one of the absolutely best treadmills that we've worked with, not only that build-wise, but because it has got that upper body workout, and that upper body workout is real proper resistance, so it just makes this so versatile. And in the past we've worked with a lot of machines that are just walking treadmills, but you've got the speed with this, so you can jog and you can run. But over the years we've had some great emails, and this one we kept because it was so true to what a difference a treadmill can make to your everyday, and it was from a lady called Joanna. She said, this treadmill is fantastic value, and ours is even better actually than going back the years when we started selling treadmills, and it's literally, she said, changed my life. I'm not exaggerating, it truly has, she said, changed my life. I'd become lazy and I'd become sluggish, eating far too much of the wrong foods, drinking tea, fizzy drinks, I was indulging in sweets and snacks all day long as I've been working from home, she says. I had a moment of clarity realising what a slippery slope I was on when I jumped up to a size 16. I was getting out of breath doing the simplest of things, and this might be you at home thinking, I can feel I'm different. She said, I saw a treadmill whilst channel hopping, and I thought, what did I have to lose? She said, on the first day, when she first got it out of the box, got it set up, she says, first day I walked 3,000 steps and it was okay. She said, the next day I walked 5,000, and she said, and then my journey began. Now I do 3 walking sessions a day. She does a total of 12,000 steps. She actually has a glass of water before and after each session, which is so good if you can get into that habit as well. She says, no fizzy drinks anymore, no silly snacking. She actually says, if I feel sluggish, and I do honestly second this, she says, if I feel sluggish or I need a boost, I jump back on for 10 minutes. Because sometimes you think, well, surely exercise makes you tired. Exercise gives your body this buzz and it gives you energy. And she gets on for 10 minutes and she's totally energised. She says, my mind's better focused. She says, I'm more positive. She says, I eat well, I drink well, I feel great. She says, I smile more. Oh. And that's why I was saying it's not just about physical difference. I think for me as well, exercise is so good mentally as well. She said, the list goes on. I put this down to the treadmill as it's absolutely motivated me to getting my body moving. I use it every day and I love it. And the great thing is, if you are lucky enough to be able to walk, walking is such a natural thing. And the lovely thing is the machine is so easy. So I'm on the machine, I'm going to clip on my little red clipper like you see just there. That's your security. Now that is a magnet, and if you want to have it for your treadmill and leave it out all the time but you don't want the little kids to use it, you can actually put this away in a drawer somewhere where they can't get to it and the treadmill won't work. It's a bit like the keys to the ignition to the car. So when that's on, your machine's ready to go. Now you've got a little toggle here, and I've pressed that forward just once. That will start the machine, and you'll see my machine, you'll see it count down 3, 2, 1. And then it starts. And Sean, at first it starts at the slowest pace, which is 0.8 8. So I can really just use these static and rehabilitate.
That's the great thing about it. It's for every level of fitness, even if you're not someone who's into fitness, but you know you need to get moving. If you are rehabilitating, it might be the fact that they've told you to get up and get started. Always check with your GP or your health practitioner. But to be able to move through every single muscle group,
it's getting that confidence
when you're walking,
back. Yeah, getting that strength in your legs.
We always call it juicing the joints, and lubricating all those joints.
And perhaps you've had a bit of physio. They're saying if you could just raise your knees a little bit more, you could interpret that into that slow walk
and
just use the handlebars static.
So you can lean into the handlebars if you want to. That'll give you a different feel altogether.
It's a bit like you're going uphill.
That's like you're going uphill or you're cycling. But when you are using the armbands, remember you've got that full resistance in there, up to 30 kg. But if you want to just use them static, if you're starting off really slow, that's great. It's just great for your stability.
Now I've gone halfway through the speeds because it goes up to 8 kilometres. So now I'm on 4. So if you see there, if I press it up 1, it just goes up 0.1 each time I flick it forward. If I hold it forward, it will go faster, quicker, or quicker, faster. But if you click it down one at a time, it clicks, and it's clicking down, backwards to go down, forwards to go up. So I'm halfway through the speed here. So this is like a nice sort of brisker walk. I can use my upper body now as well. And this is great because the resistance on these arms is quite incredible.
You can see that as Hayley pulls back with the resistance. It's up to 30 kg of resistance on this machine that we've got for you. And don't forget, when you think about treadmills, you often think, well, treadmill's never going to fit in my house. They're massive. Once they're in place, you can never move them. There's usually a big cockpit in front of you. You have to put all kinds of details in before it starts working. With this, these handles fold down flat and it'll go under a sofa. It'll stand freestanding for you as well if you want it to. Just push it underneath there because it's got wheels on as well. Now, when it does arrive, I don't want you to think it's one of those pieces of equipment where there's loads of assembly as well. The only thing you've got to attach is this top section here on either side. Inside there, there's a little jack plug. You plug that in, you put this top section on, you secure it with the Allen key that's included, and you're good to go. Just on either side, you attach those top sections. So when it does arrive, it's completely flat, obviously. If you want to store it away, like we just showed you underneath the sofa.
Which is so handy. Yeah. It's nice if you can leave it out, but we all haven't got space to have it out all the time. So you could have it out while you're watching TV, slide it under the sofa when you're not. It will stand as well, so you could put it between units. Perhaps you've got a wardrobe and a drawers and there's a little gap. It's quite narrow, actually. It's very compact.
Profile's tiny on it, but it's got great bounce to it when you're walking on it, so it's a nice low impact. The fact it's got wheels on there, so if you want to move it when you take it out, if you have had it stored away from room to room, you're not
take it into the
carrying the weight.
conservatory and watch the birds in the garden. But no, all the weight is on the front.
It's in the base.
It's only around about 24 kilograms, which is actually my suitcase sometimes when we go on holiday.
I think that's less than your suitcase. Your suitcase is in at 25.
I mean, obviously there's a good weight to it, but the nice thing is when you manoeuvre it, all the weight is at the bottom and the wheels just allow you to guide it round, which is brilliant. But it's all about you. It's all about finding something that works for you. I think in life we know we're meant to move, we're meant to exercise. Perhaps you've got really sluggish over Christmas. You really want to make some changes this year and you just don't know where to start. This is so natural. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, truly, hand on heart, if you never jog on here, because I'm only walking, brisk walking, it's getting my heart rate up, I'm burning calories, I'm using my upper body, but you can jog on here and it's got a really nice bounce. You can run up to 8 kilometres per hour as well. So this can grow with you. But if you only walk, and you're seeing me walking at 0.8, you're seeing a brisker walk, that's about 4 kilometres per hour. I'm using the upper body arms as well. And then you're seeing me running, and I'll be honest, I'm not running at 8 kilometres per hour because I'm not a great runner. That's probably 6 kilometres, 7 kilometres per hour. So you can grow with this, but if you only walk, walking is so beneficial to your health. And if you go onto the internet, Sean, and just put in what are the health benefits of walking, the list.
So many benefits when it comes to just your regular walking and putting your search engine, is it beneficial to walk 2,000 steps a day? Is walking as good as running or jogging?
Yeah.
The fact that you've got this in your own home, especially at this time of year, it's dark
It's
really
horrible
early.
out there.
We've had everything this week, haven't we? Snow, sleet, ice, piles of leaves everywhere on the pavement. You can get your walk whenever you want.
Yeah.
Because you just take
First
this
thing in the morning,
and get
super
going.
quiet. Even if you've got young children, it's not going to wake them up. Perhaps you want to start exercising before the little ones get up. Perhaps you've had a baby and you can't get out and you can't get to a gym. Perhaps you can't afford the gym anymore. I know I'm thinking about cancelling my gym. It's gone up to £75 a month, and I think some months I don't get there. When you've got something like this in your home, as and when you can jump on here. And my mum, she's 87. She's got a treadmill. We've got hers upstairs. She'll go upstairs and she can't do thousands of steps, but she'll walk as far as she can for as long as she can. And then she'll go downstairs and have a rest. And that's the nice thing. Perhaps you don't walk so much because, like my mum, she doesn't feel steady on her feet. She'd be worried about falling over, but you've got the static. If you want them, keep them static. You've got the stability. Perhaps you're worried about the weather. It's slippy out there. Perhaps you feel a bit intimidated walking on your own. But perhaps you know you do need to start moving. And the great thing is, this allows you to do that at home. You don't need a gym outfit. You don't need to be a gym member. You don't need to pay gym membership every month. And if I'm honest, and I am a gym member, the machines I use are the treadmill, which this is the cross trainer, which this is now doing that upper body workout as the cross trainer, and the rowing machine, because I know that's good for bingo wings, back fat. You know, it's a really difficult area to work out, and this machine can give you all of that. But it's not just a walking treadmill, but if you only walk on it, it is going to be so beneficial. But you can jog and you can run, you can grow with this machine. And if you're going into 2026, and perhaps you've tried to start exercising already, and I think we throw ourselves into really extreme things that you've never done. We've eaten so much over Christmas, we've been so lazy over Christmas, then in January we think our body's going to be happy with us starving it and then doing loads of crazy exercise. Just do something that's really natural. Walking, one step in front of another. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, hand on heart, you truly can walk yourself healthier. And that's the truth, Sean. Through lockdown, we wanted to exercise together. And we were like, what can we do?
What can we do at home?
Yeah, so we flicked through lots of things. We found an American lady, didn't we?
Yeah. And it was all about walking.
Walking workouts.
Walking workouts. And to maximise it with a treadmill, to do those workouts whilst you're on a treadmill, even better.
Because one of the biggest things she said is that constant pace.
Yes.
It's keeping at that constant pace all the time that really does get the benefits from walking. Walking will always be good for you if you walk out with the dog, but we can doodle, we can sit down, we can dawdle, we can,
you're stopping and starting as you go all along.
You can hear it in my voice again.
You're getting the proper cardio workout as well. And you'll see in this little clip, it's for all levels, all ages. Obviously, if you're starting something new or you're rehabilitating, check with your doctor. You've got that upper body workout as well. And that is proper full resistance. Remember, if you take that red cord away, that security cord, it will stop the machine. It's like the ignition key, if you like. But the fact that you've got that proper full body workout, and you can run on this up to 8 kilometres per hour, and great bounce, so it's not hard impact, it's low impact.
It's much kinder on the knees. I'm not a great runner anyhow, but I can't pound pavements, it kills my knees. So you've got that nice little bounce to this, so it's much more comfortable. Now what we've got to warn you is it is your last opportunity for this price. It is going up in price after the show. If you do miss out on this, sadly, after our +1 show, it will automatically go back up to £499. So you won't buy it then, I don't think, because it's £200 more, and you'll think, I missed £200 saving. So you'll go and look elsewhere. You'll think, it's OK, I'll buy it elsewhere. And you can. But sadly, MAXhealth Fit, it's £200 more. Costco a bit better, it's £180 more. And DIY is great, but it's still £100 more.
Nobody's near our price. That's why you should get it right now at the show price, less than £300. Remember, you've also got the opportunity to spread the cost with PayPal Pay in 3, £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. If you've not shopped before, you just need the number at the top of the screen there. 155216 is that item number. Get shopping and see what a difference it can make to you. This is why you shop with us here at Shop on TV.
At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1 and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at Shop on TV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
So easy to order with us and do if you want the treadmill, order right now. I know that the stock we've got, hopefully we have got enough stock for the show, but if there is stock left, it is going back up in price. You have got a saving that sadly after our +1 shows this morning, it will go back up another £200. So grab it and get yourself healthier. Really easy to work as well. You can walk super slow on here if you want to, from 0.8 kilometres, which is where it starts. So I just press forward the toggle once, and it's now started. It counts down 3, 2, 1, and it started at 0.8 kilometres. And you can see nice and slow. So if you are rehabilitating, just these are moving arms, but use them static. And that's going to give you stability and get you perhaps getting more confident with your walking. Perhaps like my mum, she's had her hips done and always check with your GB and your surgeon, but after she had them done, they wanted her to move. You know, if you don't use it, you lose it. They wanted her to use those joints. So this allows you to do that nice and easily, nice and slowly. And even perhaps you're doing a little bit of rehabilitation, perhaps you've got a little bit of physio and they're saying, can you just lift your knees a little bit higher? And of course you can do that at that really nice slow pace. But then you can see Sean's walking at a much brisker pace because you can go up 0.1 of a kilometre each time you push your toggle forward, right through to 8 kilometres per hour. So get a nice brisk walk sort of halfway through, and you're using now the arms as well.
Yeah, the other thing to point out is height-wise, the height difference between me and Hayley. Hayley's 5'6", I'm 6'4". So when I first saw this, I thought, there's no way I'm going to be able to stride out and get a proper full walk.
I can never keep up with Sean. I'm like this, can you walk slower? But it still takes your stride.
It's perfect, but it doesn't take up a huge footprint in your home. Price-wise, it's brilliant. Remember, £200 off our usual price for this show only. But when it comes to speeds and the speed difference, remember, Hayley was talking about that slow pace. You can go from 0.8 kilometres right up to 8 kilometres per hour, and you're not even doing the full speed here.
No, and the middle one I'm doing about halfway through, about 4 kilometres, a brisk walk. I'm using the upper body arms, which have got a weight to them as well, which is fantastic. But then on the end, I'm probably doing between 6 kilometres, 7 kilometres per hour. It goes up to 8, but I'm not a great runner, but ideal if you're like me. I haven't got great knees, so pounding streets really hurts my knees. This treadmill's got a nice bounce to it, so you've got a spring to the base, so it's much kinder on your knees as well. It makes it so versatile. If you only walk on here, you can walk yourself fit. Go on the internet and put what are the health benefits of walking. But the great thing is you can build up to a jog, you can build up to a run, and of course you can use that upper body workout as well. And the lovely thing is you don't have to spend hours on here. If you look at the benefits of 2,000 steps a day, you'll be blown away. I think in our heads we've just got it that we have to do, I don't know, 22,000 steps a day.
A little bit of something is so much better than a lot of nothing, isn't it?
There was a huge thing just recently on the news that 3,000 steps a day, not only beneficial to the body, beneficial to the mind
And I
as
think
well.
3,000 steps, don't think that's going to take you hours and hours. We do a lot of 1,000 step workouts because they're 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So that'd be half an hour. Half an hour out of your day and you've got 3,000 steps in.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
But build up. If you can only do 5 minutes, if you can only do a few steps, do as much as you can. Because the great thing is, this is going to be there as and when. You can split your walks throughout the day. Do a bit of a walk in the morning, do a bit of a walk at lunchtime, do a bit of a walk in the evening. But honestly, this is going to fit into your everyday. You don't need a posh gym outfit as long as you've got some sensible shoes on. Use that upper body workout, walk at the speed that's right for you. Whole family can get involved in this. Use this whilst you're watching the TV. Before you know it, you've probably walked 10 minutes. And you're like, oh my goodness, you know, it's got to the advert. You know, didn't even think. Because it's such a natural thing to do. And if we're lucky enough to be able to walk, it is one of the easiest ways to exercise.
And you can see you can then go to the other extreme and go for a proper run, hard and high impact. It's nice and low impact because you've got to bounce to the actual treadmill itself. If you've ever been on a sprung dance floor, and that's what it feels like. It's got that little bit of bounce, so it's not hard on the joints.
Kinder to the knees, kinder to the joints. And it's nice and quiet as well. So if you are wanting to exercise, I don't know, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, perhaps you do shifts, perhaps, you know, you're like us and you get home at some ridiculous time. You could exercise straight away or exercise early in the morning when you get up before the kids get up, and it's not going to wake the children.
Nice and quiet,
because it is really nice and quiet.
And we've got
as well.
2 machines running at the same time here, still really, really quiet. It's also got stabilisers on each corner, so if you're thinking about your floor surface, it's got a little protector on each corner of the machine. When it arrives, there's no big build. All you've got to do is attach these top sections to the handle. There's a little jack inside there. You plug those in, and when you're not using it, the handles fold down and it stores completely flat.
This is so good. So if you haven't got a great deal of space, we've got a very busy house, there's not a great deal of space, but this will slide under the sofa, under the bed. You might want to leave it out most of the time, but when friends and family come round, it means you can tuck it away. And that's the great thing. It means you don't need a gym room. We haven't all got a spare room where we can put gym equipment. This is just going to fit into your home as and when, and so easy just to bring it out if you are going to tuck it away, but so easy to leave out if you want to leave it out.
Yeah, because it doesn't take up a huge space. It really is a machine that the whole family will use. When you want to move it around, remember, that's really simple as well, because it's got wheels on the front of the machine. You just fold your handles down. Remember, they have got the resistance in. That red cord is your safety cord, so always have that attached to you when you're using the machine. But once you've got your handles down completely, you can then lift the machine up, because it's only 24 kilos in weight, at the full weight, but the weight's all down at the base there, and you can move it easily from room to room. The profile on this machine is great as well, so it doesn't take up a lot of space when you're using it and when you're not.
Because it is nice and slim, if you wanted, you could slide it between a couple of units. Perhaps you've got some wardrobes and chest of drawers and there's a little gap, you could slide it into there. But it's great just to slide under a bed or under the sofa, or leave it out. We had a model and she worked with us for one show doing a treadmill show, not this treadmill, but a similar treadmill. And it was just a walking treadmill, you couldn't jog and run. And she loved it so much, she bought it after the first show. And we watched her change,
She changed completely. She changed in her confidence, the way she dressed, the way she did her makeup. Because the more she started moving,
the fitter she got, the trimmer she got.
She started going for dance lessons with her husband. I did book a cruise to go on holiday.
We watched her change, and she said to us, she's the only reason I've booked a cruise. I've always wanted to cruise, but we've never gone, because I thought I'll never manage to walk around the ship. I'll never manage to get off and see the countries that we've stopped in, the places we've stopped. And she got to the point where she felt she was fit enough to do exactly that. She started living again, and she used to have hers just in the kitchen, and then she used to stand it up and just slide it out of the way. So it fitted into her home, it fitted into her everyday.
Her lifestyle,
she got into that habit, and it's getting into that habit of using something. And if you can get into the habit of using something, even if it's just 5 minutes a day, every little counts. Do as much or as little as you can. So if you start and you can only do so many steps, that's great. If you can only walk quite slowly, brilliant. If you feel then you can speed up a little bit, you can walk a little bit further, you can walk for a little bit longer, that's great. This is going to grow with you. And it won't outgrow you because you will be able to jog on here, you will be able to run. But for me, I'm not a great jogger and runner. I haven't got great knees, though this has got a really nice spring to it, so it's kind on your joints. For me, I know it's so beneficial to do a brisk walk, but it's that constant pace as well. If you can keep walking at a pace like this, which a treadmill makes you do, can you hear it's got my heart rate up? I'm getting a little bit out of breath because I'm getting a cardio workout. And if I'm getting a cardio workout, I'm burning calories. And then, not only have you got a walking, jogging and running treadmill, you've got an upper body resistance that is incredible. And that's working the bingo wings, the back fat. So important. Resistance training, look that up. So important for women and guys, but for ladies, that bone density, that muscle mass, to keep all of everything strong. This is allowing you to do that as well. It's like having 3 different pieces of equipment: a treadmill, a cross trainer, and a rowing machine, all in one, and at a price, Sean, that we can't afford to miss out on.
Well, it is one of our show specials. Whenever we have the show specials for you, we drop the price, but only for the duration of the shows. Now, we will honour the price on our +1 channels as long as there's stock remaining. So if you are watching on +1, you just need to check the website to see. Our usual price, almost £500. We've got a £200 saving. So it's a brilliant saving in itself. But if you think, well, I'll get it somewhere else tomorrow, well, when you go elsewhere, you won't get it for this kind of price that we've got it for. At MAXhealth directly, you're looking just shy of £500. At Costco, just shy of £480. At DIY, they've reduced their price, but it's still £100 more than us. That's why, get it right now and get moving again. And with us, you've got PayPal Pay in 3, so £102.98 on your first of 3 payments if you've got a PayPal account and you're paying on the website. That's the easiest way to look at everything with us here at Shop on TV, is on the website, shopontv.co.uk.
Delivered to your door and there in your home as and when, to walk yourself fitter. Honestly, go onto the internet, look at, is walking good for the health benefits of walking. 2,000 steps a day, is it good for my health? You'll be blown away. It's not just thinking about stronger legs, it is very much that whole body.
It's a cardio workout, it's an upper body workout with this machine because you've got that resistance.
And so good as well for the mind.
For the mindset.
For
and that's
me,
why you do it first thing in the morning, don't you?
If I don't exercise, I'm down, I'm sluggish, I'm slow, I get nothing done. If I exercise first thing, I've got a buzz to me, my head seems clearer, I can get things done, I feel brighter. So honestly, I truly believe there's so many benefits from exercise, but exercise can be daunting. This is the easiest form of exercise. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk one step in front of another, we don't even have to think about this. You truly can walk yourself into a fitter you. But don't miss out on the deal, because you will kick yourself when it goes up £200. And elsewhere, you can't find it the price that we've got today. It's a price that's affordable when you split the cost, and you truly are investing in a happier, healthier and fitter you. Good morning, welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together we're Shaylee, and together we have got an amazing product, a product you absolutely love. We've got it at an incredible price, but it is your last opportunities to get this price because it's going back up in price after the show. This is our walking, jogging, running treadmill.
It certainly is. It's not just the treadmill either, because you can get a full body workout because you've got resistance in the arms that you see us using here. The great thing is the speed difference. You can go from 0.8 kilometres up to 8 kilometres per hour. So you can walk, you can jog, you can run. It's for every level of fitness to get those steps in and to get moving again.
Absolutely. It gives you an idea as well on the little counter at the front of the calories that you're burning, how fast you're walking, how far you're walking. So you can build it with perhaps burning more calories or walking a little bit further, or just time yourself. If you can do 5 minutes one day, build up to 10 minutes. And if you only walk on here, truly, you can walk yourself into a fitter you. And that's the absolute truth. But the great thing is you can jog, you can run, you can brisk walk on here, and you've got the handle, a bit like Nordic walking, a bit like a cross trainer, a bit like a rowing machine, and these have got great weights. So this is a really versatile treadmill. We've never actually come across a treadmill like this until Shop on TV.
Much, yeah. I mean, you've got that great resistance for your arms, 155-216, but you're getting the lower body workout as well. Price-wise, like we were saying, it's a brilliant price. We've got £200 off our usual price, and if you do look elsewhere, you won't get it at our kind of price. At MAXhealth Fit, it's £499. At Costco, you can see they're just shy of 480. At DIY.co.uk, it's still just under £400. But we've got it under 300, and that with PayPal, it's only £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
Absolute favourites. It's one of your absolute favourites, and it's as long as either stocks last, or remember, if we have stock at the end of the show, it's right back up in price. So you will kick yourself because you're not going to spend another £200 to buy it. Get it now whilst it's so affordable.
Just need the number on the top of the screen there. 155216 is the item number, shopontv.co.uk. But we want to give you a sneaky preview of some of the items we've got available.
You may notice I've got something on. And this is a weighted vest. This is phenomenal. Really cleverly designed because it's not a really heavy weight, so really comfortable to wear all day.
Only a kilo in weight, that's £2 in weight. So doing those day-to-day tasks, it's going to maximise your workout and maximise you doing those tasks, as you can see here. Just those daily chores around the house.
Yeah, having that little bit of extra weight helps you burn more calories, but also helps you get stronger quicker. We see a lot of sort of people in training or the army teams going out with heavy weights on their back, helping them to get stronger quicker. And you can do exactly the same with your daily chores, but then if you wear it when you exercise, you truly can benefit. And the lovely thing is, you don't really notice the weight, but when I'm walking on the treadmill, I can notice the difference it makes to my workout.
And the great thing is when you pop it on, and it's one size fits all. When you pop it on, you've got an adjuster at the front there.
So you can make that wider, so it fits Sean, it fits me. But can you see how I stand so much better?
It's like it improves your posture, doesn't it? And the reason for that is Hayley turns round. The weight is all at the back of the actual vest that you can see there. My word, we're busy across everything already. If you want to get that, $39.99.
Put it in with your treadmill. We're hearing the treadmill's really busy. Pop this in and split the cost. It'll be like another $13.33 in your basket because you won't have to spend any extra delivery costs. And just notice the difference when you wear it. It's comfortable. You don't want to, you don't feel you want to take it off, but I feel I stand so much better. But I also notice the workout is so much better as well. But just wear it with your everyday chores as well. Some great products, all about wellness today, isn't it?
Yeah, and we've got a great collagen supplement available on the show. If you've been on social media recently, there's so many different types of collagen out there. And the reason you need a collagen supplement is because we have so much collagen in the body.
Yeah, I think we think collagen is in creams and it's in injections, and that is the truth. It is, but actually when you're bored, your body's full of collagen. You can see there in your skin it's in abundance. Up to 90% of the skin's protein is collagen. But then it is as well in the body in so many different ways, in the connective tissue, it's in the cartilage as well. And as collagen depletes, sadly, you visually see the difference. You start to see the lines, the wrinkles. Your skin loses its strength, so you get the sagginess, the droopy jowls, the deep nose to mouth lines. So visually in the skin, you see the lack of collagen, but actually you feel different. Your body feels different.
And ahs as you get out of a low chair, isn't it? Maybe when you're getting out of the car.
Getting out of bed in the morning, getting up from gardening.
That depletion starts from our mid-20s.
That's depressing, isn't it? So we're ageing with collagen from our mid-20s.
And the older we get, the more collagen we lose.
And do you know what's even worse? If you're a lady in your 50s, it gets even worse because your drop of collagen is even higher because of what you're going through the menopause. But actually, there's a few things that can help increase that loss of collagen as well.
Yeah, lots of things, but the benefits when it comes to replacing the collagen, the balance that you get when it comes to replacing the collagen that you've lost with a collagen supplement, well, you can see it's going to be about healthier hair, healthier skin, healthier nails, and hair and nails, you see,
Quite
really
quickly, actually. A lot of people do comment that they notice a difference in that first bottle in their hair and nails. But remember, it is a supplement, so the longer you take it, the better. Busy for this already. If you can multi-order, supplements are optimum about 3 months is the time to take it, but if you can at least get 2 bottles. But again, if we go back to those benefits, it's benefits in the skin, the hair, the nails. It's benefits that really do make a difference to the bone, the cartilage. You also notice the difference in the muscles. But can you see there too, it says reduce fatigue. Now, I know lots of us do suffer with being tired, and lots of people do mention when they're taking collagen, it helps with their energy. So I would always recommend to take it first thing in the morning for that reason.
First thing in the morning, have it in the fridge. It's really tasty, and each serving is 10,000 milligrams. That's really important as well, and you've got that little measuring cap included.
Busy on everything. Really great to have your company. You're multi-ordering as well on the collagen, and it is well worth doing that, because the longer you take it, the better those results. It's great to have your company this morning, but do join us every single day.
Yeah, because we have lots of great shows coming up for you throughout the week. Between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m, you can join us on ITV1, STV and Freeview 89. Vintage Cash Cow coming up. Oh, that's a brilliant show.
Oh, gosh,
if
yes.
you've seen them on mainstream TV, we've got an exclusive offer there.
And if you're a bit of a hoarder like me, there may be things in your home that you could actually send to Vintage Cash Cow and turn it into cash.
Lovely. And there's some of the other shows that we've got for you. Check everything out on our website, shopontv.co.uk. That is always the easiest way for you to shop, or you can order on the phone, 03333 241 241. But our show special, our treadmill, if you've not shopped before, you just need the number on top of the screen, 155216. Get shopping now with a huge saving just for the show.
You are shopping now, and do, because it's a £200 saving. It is going to go back up after our +1 show this morning. If you do shop elsewhere for it, which of course you can, you will still kick yourself that you missed our deal, because elsewhere on a whole it's £200 more, £180 more. The best we found, £100 more. And of course with us you can split that cost as well with PayPal. We'll deliver this to your door, and you can start walking yourself into a healthier you for 2026. Perhaps you've started this new year and you're wishing, you know, what can I do? I want to be fitter. Perhaps you've thought about going out for a walk, but it's not been the best new year, has it?
Thank you.
And we're so static in the winter. We've just had a heavy Christmas. We've eaten too much, probably feeling bloated. Perhaps all the last few years you felt you need to do something. But exercise is quite daunting, isn't it? And perhaps joining a gym would never be you. I'm not a runner. I can't run. I get terribly out of breath. I hold my breath. I go bright red. Kills my knees. It's finding something that fits into your everyday. And for me, walking is so easy. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, hand on heart, you can walk yourself fitter. But the great thing with this particular treadmill is you can jog on this as well. It has got a speed up to 8 kilometres per hour. You can run on here. And it's got this amazing upper body workout that we're going to talk you through. So you can grow with this machine. You're not going to outgrow this machine. And this machine, honestly, can be one of the easiest ways to help you get to the person you want to be, perhaps. So that next holiday, you can go down those steps to that beach. You can go out cycling with the family, or for that walk. Perhaps you missed the Christmas walk because you know you just get out of breath now. You're too slow, you're not fit enough. We'll take a look at the speeds, and there's a variation on here that you can see at the slowest speed. Midway through, and I'll be honest, I'm not running at the top speed there. I'm probably doing about 6-7 kilometres per hour. It goes up to 8. So versatile, Sean.
And this is why it's for everybody in the family. The speeds go from 0.8 kilometres when you turn it on, right up to 8 kilometres per hour. As Hayley said, she's not even near that kind of speed right there. Build-wise, there isn't any. It's literally pretty much ready to go when you get it home. So if we start from out of the box, if you like, when it arrives to you, the great thing is it arrives at your door. You don't have to go shopping for it. It'll be delivered to you. When it does arrive, the only thing you've got to assemble is this top section of the handle. Now, they won't be joined on. Inside there's a little jack plug that you plug in on either side. That connects all the electrics for you.
And it's really foolproof, honestly.
Really simple, really straightforward. And then you've also got these two little screws, the Allen keys included to tighten it, and then you're ready to go. Also very important is this little red tag that you see here, because that's your safety tag. It's like your ignition key. That's a magnet on this side. It fits into the top of the handlebar. If it's not there, it won't work. It's an ignition. So if you don't want the children to use it, take it away. You won't be able to use it. Then always attach this to your clothing. But I just want to show you straight away, when you're not using the treadmill, you just fold these handles down, as you can see just there, and then you can lift the machine up really easily. It's on wheels, so you can move it from room to room, but when it comes to storage, you can easily pop it underneath a sofa. It freestands as well, so if you want to stand it up behind a door, you can do that. But it literally just slips underneath there.
Well, you can't even see it there, can you? So
brilliant.
if you have got a small accommodation, if you're like us, we've got a really busy house, you can slide it away as and when you want to. But you can have it out in front of the TV, jump on it when you've got 5 minutes. It's so important to move. And I don't think we realise, especially over the winter, we stop moving so much. We've had a really static Christmas. We sit and watch movies, we sit and play games, and then we're eating far too much. We need to get that balance back in life, and our bodies are meant to move, and this treadmill allows you not only to walk or jog or run, to use the upper body as well. Resistance training, so good for your bones, your muscle mass and things. But you could watch your favourite soap, and before you know it, you've had an amazing workout, and all you've done possibly is just walk.
And imagine how many steps you've got in. You don't have to do 10, 20,000 steps a day to see benefits. 2,000 steps, 3,000 steps. Put it in your search engine at home. What are the benefits? Imagine if you went to the doctor and said, what if I go for a walk, doctor? Will that be good for me?
Can you imagine?
I would think so. Now, once you've got the handlebars up, you're ready to go, you've attached your safety cord, all you've got to do, this little toggle on top of the other side, the other handlebar, is how it controls everything. You don't have to bend down. You've got a great readout. It'll tell you the speed you're doing, give you an idea of the calories. But push that forward, and it'll count down from 3, 2, 1, and then it'll start off the speed at 0.8 kilometres per hour. So it's never going to run away with you. You're never going to be shooting off at 5 kilometres per hour. You're in control.
It's really nice, a slow pace. So perhaps you are rehabilitating. Perhaps you're not so strong on your legs and you want to get that strength back. Perhaps you're not so confident with your walking anymore. Perhaps you're like my mum. She's had her hips done, and they'll obviously always check with your GP, your surgeon. But one of the first things they wanted her to do was to walk as soon as she woke up. If you don't use it, you lose it. They want those joints to be worked. So if you are rehabilitating, you've got the stability of those handlebars. You can keep those static, and you can walk nice and slow. And if you want to, perhaps if you could just raise your knees a little bit, and again, helping you to do a little bit of physio whilst you're moving. So that's the 0.8, that's the starting point. Then the little toggle that Sean was telling you about, push it forward just once, and it will just increase in speed by 0.1. So each time I push it forward, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. If you hold it forward, it will go faster, but if you just push it forward one at a time, you're in control of the speed. So if I go halfway through the speed now, so up to 4 kilometres per hour, I'm now doing a brisker walk. I can use the upper body workout as well. So the resistance on these is quite incredible. It's like you're pulling a weight. It's like you're on a gym piece of equipment. So I'm on a rowing machine now as well as walking. I'm on the cross trainer. I'm doing Nordic walking. And you know, these actions are really great for this bit, the back fat. Why do we get like a boob on the back that hangs over our back sort of bra bit? And our back fat, this is working all those areas whilst you're walking. But then you can build up, and I'm not going to go to 8 kilometres per hour because I'm not a great runner, but of course you can build up and you can start jogging on here. And the great thing is, when you're jogging, this has got a really nice bounce to it. When you're running, this has got a really nice spring to it. So this is going to allow you to actually get that fitness into your life at your speed. As slow, as fast, as quick, upper body, lower body, how it works for you, this treadmill has been designed to work for all of you. So great as well, Sean, for the whole family.
Yeah, for every level. If you're someone like me who doesn't like fitness but knows you need to do something, how easy is it to walk? If you don't want to go out in the dark, you don't want to go out in the snow or the rain or the sleet.
It's miserable, isn't it?
Horrible weather. The great thing is you can go for this and walk and get your steps in whenever you want to. We're already massively busy, huge reduction in price, but it is a full body workout, as we were saying. It's not just lower body. That full resistance that you get from the arms, you've got up to 30 kg of resistance on your treadmill.
Which is quite incredible. But what you've got to remember is if you want this, it is a product that's really popular. It sells out time and time again. But actually, even if we have stock at the end of our shows, and we will honour the price throughout our +1 shows, but it is going back up in price after that. So what this means is it's your last opportunity to get this deal. It's going back up £200 after our +1 show. And you will kick yourself, because you might think, and with some of our products, we do sometimes give you a £20 saving, sometimes a £40 saving. You're saving £200. So sadly, when you go and look elsewhere thinking, oh gosh, it's gone up £200, I won't buy it from Shop on TV now, I'll buy it elsewhere. It's actually same price.
Hundreds more, yeah. If you go to MAXhealth directly, you're looking at our usual price, just under 500. If you go to Costco, just under 480.
So that's still £180 more affordable with us. Actually, DIY is the best deal we found. It's still £100 more than our price.
Yeah, it comes down to £299.99, £102.98 if you use PayPal Pay in 3 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Remember, the easiest way is always the website, shopontv.co.uk.
And we're busy already.
Can still order on the phone, though, 03333 241 241.
Walk yourself into a fitter you honestly can. Go on the internet, is walking good for my health? Well, what are the walking benefits? You know, is it beneficial to my health walking? Is jogging good for me? If you only walk on here, and you don't have to do thousands of steps, put on the internet, is 2,000 steps a day good for my health? Just recently, actually, it was 3,000 steps a day. Not only were they saying over the media how amazing it was for health benefits for the body, also for the mind.
It's about that mindset, isn't it? And then the physical benefits that you're going to get as well. Check those baskets through. Don't hang around. Remember, it's a show special at Shop on TV.
Remember to check out your online basket and complete your order. Once you pay, it's on the way from Shop on TV.
So easy to check your basket through, delivered then to your door, ready very much for you to go. You just pop those top handlebars on and you actually got a little Allen key to screw them in, and that's it, you're set. It is as simple as that. And it is as simple as one step in front of another. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk and you're desperate to be a little bit fitter, but the thought of a gym intimidates you, you're not someone that's going to go out running and walking in the dark and the cold, perhaps you don't feel safe in the area that you're in, perhaps it's the pavements, you know, it's uneven, perhaps it's the fast cars.
At this time of year, we just don't go out, do we?
There's so many reasons we don't go out.
We hibernate so much more. So to have this at home, to go for that brisk walk whenever you want to, or that nice steady pace in front of your favourite TV programme. When we first started selling treadmills, we worked with a gorgeous model. She came and did the first show and she bought the treadmill. And the difference we saw with her as she started to work out on this treadmill was amazing.
Every time she came back to do a show, she looked different.
Her confidence was a little bit bigger.
Different. Yeah. She'd got her makeup different. She started wearing different clothes, and you could see she spoke more on air because she wanted to tell you all about the difference it was making to her every day. She had hers in the kitchen and she got on and off it a couple of times throughout the day. Then she started dancing with her husband.
She did dance
going to
lessons,
dancing classes. Yeah. And then she did one of the biggest things, and I can remember her now walking into the studio saying, "We've booked a cruise." And she was like, and I was never gonna, I always wanted to do a cruise, but we never booked one because I never felt I would be fit enough to walk around the ship. I wouldn't be fit enough to do the stairs. I wouldn't be fit enough to get off the ship and visit the places we were stopping at. And she did feel that she was fit enough to do all that. And she had the most amazing holiday. And it sometimes can be, and I only use this on certain shows, but there's certain things in life that can be life-changing. And we watched this product change her life. She changed, and she I don't know, it's like she got younger. She started living again. It gave her her life back.
Yeah, it was that starting point for her. A great lady. In fact, she used to put the treadmill in front of the big TV, and she'd go on like YouTube and search for walks around the world. Yeah. She'd go to Sydney Harbour, or she'd go to Miami Beach, watching her favourite places, and that inspired her to travel to those places.
Yeah, which is fantastic. But you could be just watching your favourite soap, and that's a good idea, because while you're watching that and you're into the story, you're not really having to think about the fact you're walking. You'll get into the habit of using the handles as well, and all of a sudden the advert might come on and you think, oh my goodness, I've walked for 10 minutes. I never thought I could walk for 10 minutes. And that is the great benefit with something that is so natural. We're meant to walk. You know, our bodies are designed to move. But sadly, we don't do enough moving. Our lives now are very, very static. And we do a lot of sitting. We sit in offices, we sit in cars, we sit on trains. You know, our jobs are sitting. Our hobbies, watching TV on the tablet.
All sat down.
Watching videos, playing games. Everything is sitting. And when we were created, there were no offices or cars. We weren't meant to sit, we were meant to move. And what you'll find is, back then, if you wanted to get somewhere, you walked, you ran, you worked to the land. So our bodies actually need that movement in there every day. And sadly, because we've become so static, and we're still eating, and we're not eating quite as healthily as we used to, we're becoming a bigger nation. And perhaps you've noticed that you have gained that bit of weight. Perhaps it's just over Christmas, perhaps it's over the last few years. Perhaps you've noticed you've got that little bit slower. You get out of breath doing the stairs. Can you hear I'm out of breath? Doing that constant pace, getting my heart rate up and burning calories. But perhaps you're getting out of breath doing the simplest of things. Perhaps now you don't walk down to the shop, you get into the car to drive to the shop because you don't feel, perhaps you might get there, but you're not sure if you'll manage to walk back, and you don't want to be that person, you want to be fitter. Honestly, you can walk yourself. Even if you only walk on this treadmill, you can walk yourself into I think, a happier, fitter, healthier you. But with this treadmill, it's not just a walking treadmill, like the model we were just talking about. You can jog. This goes up to 8 kilometres per hour. You can run on here. You can brisk walk. You can do the upper body workout with very, very few treadmills have this. You can have these static, but if you use these, this is like pulling a weight. This is like being on a rowing machine at the gym, being on the cross trainer at the gym. There's amazing resistance that really works those arms, working the bones, working the muscles. Resistance training is so important. So when you see how versatile this treadmill is, how it's going to fit into your level of fitness, but actually going to fit in with the whole family.
The whole family, definitely, because of the speeds on here, and it'll grow with you. That's the other great thing. It's not just a walking pad. From 0.8 kilometres right up to 8 kilometres. Hayley's not even doing the full speed that you can see here. So that's why it's going to grow with you. That's why everyone in the family can use it. Someone who likes fitness, like Hayley, who wants to get that proper full body workout, or someone like me who knows that you need to get your steps in, you need to keep moving.
And you like walking, though you don't like exercise.
Yeah, I don't like the thought of it. Then when I start doing it, and then afterwards, you feel great about it, don't you?
You feel energised. You feel you've got a buzz about you. I always say exercise first thing. If I don't exercise in the morning, I'm sluggish, I'm slow.
The mood
I'm
affects
miserable.
your mood.
It really does affect me mentally if I don't do something. But if I do get up, and you can be in your pyjamas with a sensible pair of shoes on, you know, you don't have to brush your teeth, you don't need makeup on, you don't need to do your hair. And you can be walking while you're watching the news in the morning. And honestly, if I exercise first thing, get some movement into my body, I've got a buzz about me. I can do and fit so much more into the day. I've got energy, energises me. They call it happy endorphins. I call it happy dolphins, because it just gives you this buzz that for me makes the day so much brighter. We're meant to move. Physically, we're meant to move. Mentally, we're meant to move. It's so beneficial. And don't believe just us. Go on the internet and have a look. If you only walk on here, is walking. What are the health benefits of walking? Write that in.
Just put that in. You'll be
see what it
hundreds
says.
of pages come up. Imagine if you went to the doctor and you said, "Oh, would it be good for me to go for a walk, doctor?" What do you think he'd say? Even the NHS actually recommend your daily exercise. A brisk 10-minute daily walk has lots of health benefits and counts towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. Walking on a treadmill does count towards that exercise. And don't think 150 minutes, I'm never going to get that in. 150 minutes is only pretty much 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night. You can spread it out across the day as you like.
Yeah, easily. And you don't have to do that much. If you could only start walking and do a few minutes a day, every minute counts, every step counts, and build up to that. My mum's 87. I got her a treadmill. It's not quite as good as this, but we got it upstairs, and she'll pop upstairs and she'll walk as far as she can. She gets quite excited. No, I did 5 minutes, I did 10 minutes, and she feels so much better. She wouldn't walk out on her own. The pavements are uneven. She'd be worried about falling, worried about the cars now because everybody drives so quick, even through a village. But she'll go upstairs and she'll walk, and she'll go up a couple of times a day. So whatever you can do is going to be beneficial to you. But if you are trying to get fitter, do try and walk that little bit further. Have a little look and see how far you've walked. Try and walk a few more calories off. Try and walk a little bit quicker if you can. But the great thing is you're in control.
Yeah, it's up to
Your
you.
little toggle is in control of that speed. So you can speed up, slow down, use the upper body workout. You can jog, you can brisk walk, you can walk super slow.
And it'll never run away without you. You're, as Hayley said, in complete control with that little toggle on the top of the handlebar. You've got that emergency cord as well. That's brilliant. So if you don't want the children to use it, just take that away. Without that magnet, it won't work. We should share that review, though, that we had.
Yeah.
From quite a while ago, this was.
We've worked with treadmills for many years. Yep. We've got to say, and we've worked with some great treadmills, but this is definitely the most versatile, isn't it?
Because as we saw there, the speeds are great, but then the fact you've got that proper full resistance. This resistance, it's not a little bit, it's up to 30 kg of resistance.
And you can really feel that, even without me walking. Can you see how that is working?
See how Hayley's
my
muscles are engaging
So
there.
you really can feel the resistance. And whether you use this like a row machine, whether you use it as like a cross trainer, it's working the bingo wings, it's working the back fat, that horrible fleshy area. Why do we get that when we get over 50? I just don't know. But all those things happen, and this is really helping you to tone, to strengthen. Resistance training, just as good as walking, put in the internet, is resistance training good for me? As women, especially good, but obviously for the girls and the guys. Most gym equipment is resistance training. But this email is actually from many years ago, and I kept it because it really made me think, oh my goodness, yes, this is exactly what I think a treadmill is for people. And it was from a lady called Joanna. She said, this treadmill is fantastic. She says, it absolutely, literally changed my life. She said, I'm not exaggerating, it truly has changed my life. She says, I became lazy and sluggish. I was eating far too much of the wrong stuff. I was drinking tea, fizzy drinks. I was indulging in sweets and snacks all day long as I'd been working from home. I had a moment of clarity when I realised what a slippery slope I was on when I actually jumped up to a size 16 and I was getting out of breath doing the simplest of tasks. And perhaps that's you now. You're noticing you're not as fit as you used to be. You're getting out of breath. She said, I saw the treadmill whilst channel hopping and I thought, what have I got to lose? She said, on the first day, I walked 3,000 steps and it was okay. She says, the next day, she then managed from 3,000, she went up to 5,000 steps. And then my journey began. She says, I now do 3 walking sessions each day, the total of 12,000 steps. She actually has a glass of water before and after every session. If you can get into the habit of that, that is so, so good. Doesn't drink fizzy drinks anymore. She's got no silly snacking. What she actually does, she says, and I so second this, she says, if I feel sluggish or need a boost, I jump back on for 10 minutes and I feel totally energised. If you're working from home and you have that blank moment, you can't think straight, everything's going wrong, the printer isn't printing, everything's driving you crazy, walk away from it all and come on here for a few minutes. It will completely clear your mind. She said, I'm totally energised after, 10 minutes. She said, my mind's better focused, which is just what I was saying. She said, I'm more positive. She said, I eat well now. There's been a domino effect. She's now started to think about what she's eating eating. She says, I drink well, I feel great.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing, she says, I smile more.
I love that.
And the list goes on. She says, this I put down to the treadmill. It's absolutely motivated me into getting my body moving. I use it every day and I love it. And I think there's very few pieces of fitness equipment that you say, I love it. I use it every day. I think fitness can be quite daunting, quite frightening. There's lots of us don't want to get completely hot and sweaty. I can't bounce around. It kills my knees. I've got arthritis in my knees. My knees aren't great. But there's a nice softness to this. The platform, even if I jog on here, it's got a nice spring to it. So for me, it's kinder on my joints. You can do the speed you want.
And it's achievable exercise pretty much for anyone. If you can walk, you can get on this treadmill and get that workout.
It's not something you're learning, is it? If you're looking for where to walk, you don't have to think about this, and then get into the habit of using that upper body, and my word, you're ready to go.
We're getting busier and busier. Remember, it's a show special. That means we've dropped the price for the show at £200 saving. If you buy it elsewhere, you're not going to get the offer price that we've got. At MAXhealth Fit, you're looking at our usual price, £499, £200 more. At Costco, £479.98, £180 more than our price. DIY have got it on an offer.co.uk. They've got it down to £399. We've got another £100 off that, £299.99. And that comes down to £102.98. If you want to spread the cost with PayPal, you can do that on our website.
You're going to kick yourself, aren't you? If you miss out on the deal, stock-wise, we do tend to sell out this time and time again. The fact is, if we have got stock at the end of our +1 show, it's going back up £200. And sadly, it's not like you're only saving £20. You think, oh, it's all right, I'll pay another 20. You won't pay another 200. We don't know when this is going to come back down in price. And honestly, it is always an absolute favourite because it is, I think, one of the easiest ways to get yourself back to a healthier, fitter. And I do think that also helps create a happier you. Walk yourself there. But then if
at Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience.
Amazing what you can do on this because you have got so much technology, and of course you've got the upper body workout as well. But we're hearing we're really, really busy. So what you've got to do is check your baskets through.
At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1 and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at Shop on TV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
So easy to shop with us, and do check your baskets through on the treadmill. We've just moved away for a minute because we are massively busy.
Actually, we should just show the website, shouldn't we?
Yeah,
so you can see everything that we've got on the show. Shopontv.co.uk. If you've not shopped with us before, go to the live on air button there and it takes you through to the live show. When you scroll down, you'll see all the products we're featuring on our live show. There's the treadmill. So many of you going for it. If you just want to add it to your basket, that's all you have to do. Click on there and it literally talks you through the process.
And don't forget, the price is only the price during the show. It is going back up another £200 to $499.99. So pop it in your basket, check that basket through, split the cost with PayPal, but do make sure you check that basket out. So often with our treadmill, we get into a situation when more people are ordering than stock is available. So we've stepped away from the machine just for a while so you can check your baskets through and actually talk about something you might want to put in to your shopping basket, because this is a wellness show, really. And treadmill, obviously, health from outside in, and this is health from inside out.
Yeah, collagen supplements here, there and everywhere. If you've got any kind of social media at the moment, lots of celebrity endorsements when it comes to different types of collagens. We have the Pure Nutrition Collagen, which is a liquid collagen. And a collagen supplement, I think a lot of people don't realise why they should need collagen.
Well, I think lots of us think collagen is good for our skin. It's in skincare, it's in injections, so it's good for our skin. But actually, did you realise when you were born, you're absolutely full of collagen? And collagen, as you see here, is in the whole of your body. It's virtually the glue that holds your body together. So up to 90% of the skin's protein is collagen. But then you can see there as well, it's in connective tissue, it's in the cartilage, you know, it's in the protein of the whole of the body.
So it's in so many different areas, but the problem is we've got all that collagen, but as we age, the collagen starts to deplete, and it starts to deplete from our mid-20s.
Which is very depressing to think you age from your early 20s, but sadly, collagen-wise, you do. And that depletion, well, visually you see it in your skin. It's when you start to see the lines, the wrinkles. You notice the strength to the skin's gone. You get the saggy jowls, and that creates those deeper nose to mouth lines. It's the sagginess, the skin under the arms as well, the bingo wings, the hanging skin above the knees. So your skin loses its elasticity through the lack of collagen. But actually, you notice it in your body as well, in your bones, in your muscles.
You feel it, don't you? You know, when you get out of a car or you get out of a low seat, or maybe when you get out of bed and you get
out from gardening, everything, you know, oh, God, you know, you feel different. Now, that lack of collagen, as we saw, you know, was quite a drop.
The older you get, the quicker it depletes.
Don't like to give you worse news, but if you are a woman and you're going through your 50s, it does drop even more, sadly. But there are other things. So when you're going through the menopause, you can lose even more collagen. But there's other daily factors that can make a difference to that collagen depletion.
That also affect the depletion, yeah. Things like, if you like going out in the sunshine, sun exposure. We just mentioned menopause. If you're a smoker, that's also going to increase your depletion of collagen. Also very important on your diet, if you're nutrient deficient or you have a lot of sugars, even things like pollution, or it could be hereditary, it's genetic as well. So all these different things that contribute to collagen loss. Like you say, a lot of bad news, but we've got some good news.
We have, and the ingredients is one of the best things to this particular drink, because you have got two incredible collagens. Verus will be the only clinically proven beauty collagen to give the results that we're going to show you a little bit later on as well. And also Luxolite, and that is a really new collagen that has had so many incredible clinical studies. But then you've also got biotin and zinc in there. Biotin really good for your hair and nails, zinc good for the immune system too. Hyaluronic acid, which is a massive buzzword.
You hear that in the beauty industry constantly, but also very important that you've got vitamins in there. Vitamin C and vitamin D.
Vitamin C is really a really good vitamin to put alongside collagen. They work really well together. Vitamin D, they call it the happy hormone. It's like the, you know, bone density, immune system, sunlight. So you've got so many great beneficial ingredients. But it is the collagen that is so important. And the Verus will be, as we say, the only clinically proven collagen to give results like these, which is quite incredible.
Imagine having a 15% improvement on your skin elasticity, and that's an average, so it could be more than that. Skin elasticity is that bounce back to the skin.
Yeah, that sagginess. You get the droopy jowls, you get deep nose to mouth lines. You know, when you pull your face back, a bit like when you put a really tight ponytail in, you thought, I looked like that years ago. That's the elasticity, so helping to improve that elasticity. But something else we notice when we lose collagen is the lines and the wrinkles. And Verus B has been clinically proven to help, actually, as you can see here, reduce the eye wrinkle.
Yeah, the reduction of eye wrinkle was 20.1%, the reduction. Imagine that. Any of these benefits are fantastic. If you want to get this, 234270 is your item number. Do multi-order, because the benefits that you can see from taking a collagen supplement, it's all about the balance. You're replacing that collagen. So with that balance...
It's a bit like if you're lacking in iron and someone said to you, well, your iron's really low, take an iron capsule. You'd be like, oh, gosh, yeah, I'll get the iron back into my body. So if losing collagen is creating you to look and feel old, honestly, get that balance back. And when you look at the benefits, yes, please. And obviously, we always say results can vary in different people. But so many people notice a difference in their hair and in their nails very quickly. But of course, with collagen being, you know, so much in the skin, so much is noticed in the skin as well.
And we saw those clinical trials, proven results that we said. Also designed to promote bone and cartilage health because, again, there's so much collagen there. Boosting immunity and muscle function, reducing fatigue is one we hear a lot, isn't it?
That's a big one for lots of people. So we always do say take this first thing in the morning so you get the real benefit of the energy that collagen can give you. For me, I would say put it into the fridge. Try and get into the habit of taking it every single morning because of the increase in energy that so many people talk about. But it's getting into the habit of taking it every day. It's a bit like any supplement. If you were taking a supplement, well, it's a bit like going to the gym. You can't take it 2 days, have 10 days off, take it another 2 days and say it doesn't work. You can't go to the gym for 2 days, get the body you want and that's it. What you must do is get it into the habit of using this, taking this every single day, get it into your system. And they say a supplement, optimum results about 3 months. So, and lots of you are doing this, it's a really good idea to buy at least 2 bottles so it really gets in to your system. And most of you are multi-ordering, and whilst we've got the stock, please do that, and then at least you really get to see those true benefits. For us, and this is the honest truth, when we notice the difference collagen makes is if we run out,
if we forget,
and we stop taking it, because oh my goodness, we feel different. But we look in the mirror and think, God, you look tired.
Rough day today.
We feel, you know, that's when we truly notice. So please get into the habit of taking it every single day and see those benefits for yourself.
Do multi-order, as we say. 234270 is your item number. You'll only pay 1 postage if you're shopping across the show, so even if you're going for the treadmill and some collagen as well. It's really simple to shop and order with us, but check out your baskets, whatever you're shopping for.
3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV.
Really is great to have your company. It is a brand new year, and new you. 2026, do you want to be a little bit healthier? Well, we've come back to our treadmill. We were so busy. We've got so many still in baskets. Only as long as the stocks last. We often get into a situation where more people are ordering than stock is available. But the truth is, if we do have stock left at the end of our shows this morning, it is going back up in price. £200 saving right now, but it will go back up to just under £500 at the end of our +1 show. So grab this whilst we've got the stock and whilst it is available. That's why a clock's on your screen, but it's going to be clock or stock, I think. And this is an amazing way, Sean, to get yourself healthier. I think one of the simplest ways.
Well, it's walking. If we're lucky enough to be able to walk, you've got a treadmill that isn't just a walking treadmill, because the speeds on this go from 0.8 kilometres right up to 8 kilometres per hour. So if you want that steady walk, maybe you're rehabilitating and they've told you need to move more, you need to get moving, always check with your doctor or your health practitioner, obviously, if you're starting something new. But you can start at 0.8 kilometres per hour. On the right-hand side, working through every joint, literally, to your pace. That's what's great about this machine.
It's going to work with you at your pace, whatever fitness level you're at. It'll grow with you. You can get a brisk walk, you can get a jog, and you truly can run. And I never run at full. I'm not a good runner, so I'm not running at 8 kilometres per hour there. I'm probably about 6 to 7 kilometres per hour. But this allows you to fit this into your everyday routine and do something that we're meant to do. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, walking is so beneficial. Now, I'm walking at a nice brisk pace, but the idea is get a pace that I can slow this down nice and easily. I can walk slower, get the pace that's right for you.
But that's a great point. You are walking at pace, and that's what's so important.
And that is so important. It's walking at that constant pace. So whatever pace you feel is your pace, stay at that pace. And it allows you then to get that heart rate up. Because when we go out walking, and it's so good, if you want to walk the dog and you want to go for walks in the countryside, fantastic. But we do dawdle and we do stop and start, sit down, have a natter, pop into a coffee shop, let the dog have a wee. So you're not constantly staying at a pace. To stay at a pace like we're doing today, you'll hear us as we're talking, get out of breath. And we're only walking, but we're getting the heart rate up. We're starting to burn calories.
So you're then getting a cardio workout.
Yeah.
That's a great point, actually. The readout, it gives you an estimation of the calories that you've burned. It gives you the speed. It gives you a distance. And it also gives you a timer on there. So maybe you want to do 5 minutes to begin with, then 10 minutes, then 15 minutes. The other thing we haven't mentioned is that we're getting an upper body workout as well with this.
Have you noticed?
Not like a regular treadmill.
And it is. Can you see the resistance on these arms is quite incredible.
The muscle activation, because it's up to 30 kg of resistance.
Resistance training, a look at resistance training, so good for your, your muscle mass, for your bone density. So important, resistance. And resistance training is a lot in gyms. So this could be a cross trainer now, because I've got that upper body workout and I'm moving the legs. This could be a rowing machine. Can you see my arms working? And this is allowing you now to have 3 different pieces of equipment in one. And when you use the upper body and the lower body, when you use a multiple amount of muscles, you are burning more calories. Can you hear again? Because I've been using the upper body, I'm getting more out of breath. So this is a fantastic machine that is so versatile that whether you just walk on it and you walk nice and slow, you have these static, honestly, you can walk yourself into a healthier you. It doesn't have to be something really tricky to get you back and lift your fitness levels. Walking, go on the internet and put in actually, what are the health benefits of walking? You'll be blown away. So many things we can't say, but my goodness, there are so many health benefits. But then also, just recently, they've realised that you don't have to do tens of thousands of steps a day. If you can do 2,000 steps a day, it's massively, again, put in, is 2,000 steps a day good for my health? Just recently, and I wish I could say more about this, but they had a big thing about 3,000 steps a day, not only being so beneficial to the body, being beneficial to the mind. So if you only walked on this treadmill, you, I truly believe, can walk yourself into a healthier, fitter, and I do think happier you. There's something about exercise that makes my mind clearer, makes me think better. But you can build up to a jog, a brisk walk, you can run on here, you can use the upper body, it's so versatile. But if you only walk, hand on heart, if you need to make some changes, if perhaps the doctor said you've got to start moving, if you know you've slowed down, you've gained weight over Christmas, you've gained weight over the last 3 or 4 years, you just don't know how to shift that weight, put this with a little bit of healthy eating and see the difference. But perhaps it is that you're getting out of breath doing the stairs now. You're not walking so far, you're getting out of breath, so you don't walk anymore. Get that strength back into your body. But it's not just me that says walking is so beneficial. The NHS are passionate that a brisk walk, so that constant pace, is so good for you.
So good. The NHS recommends a brisk 10-minute daily walk. It has lots of health benefits and counts towards those 150 minutes of weekly exercise. When it says 150 minutes, please don't be put off by that. 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night, you've pretty much covered your whole week's exercise. And walking on a treadmill, it counts towards this recommended exercise. But remember, it's at your pace. So if you're someone like me who doesn't like to exercise really, but knows you need to do something, this machine's great for you. It also folds completely flat, so the handles fold down. It'll go underneath a sofa. You'll be able to pop it freestanding behind a door if you want. It will stand there. But the sofa, you won't even know it's there when you push it underneath. It's got wheels on the front, so if you want to move it from room to room, maybe you want to take it to the conservatory and look out the snowy garden.
That's the nice thing. You could be watching the garden. Perhaps the weather stopped you going out. When we were created, we were meant to move. We weren't created to sit at a desk. We weren't created to sit in a car, to sit on a train, to sit and watch TV, to sit and watch our phone. When we were created, there was nothing. It was us and the world, and you were meant to, if you want to get somewhere, you walked, you ran, you worked to the land. It was really physical. But sadly now our lives have completely changed. So we're doing a lot less movement. So our lives are quite static, and we're not even eating as healthily as obviously we did back then, because you ate off the land. There were no takeaways, there wasn't the bad food. And that's sadly why we are becoming a bigger nation. We haven't got our balance right. But sometimes it's daunting to then try and find something that works for you. Perhaps the thought of going out and trying to exercise is just too much. You're never going to do it. You're never going to join a gym. You're going to find a gym really intimidating. I go to the gym, but I do at times find it intimidating to go in. I feel great when I come out, but often I don't have time to get to the gym. This is in your home. You don't have to worry about how you look. You don't have to worry about having a gym outfit on. You don't need clingy lycra. You can have your PJs on if you like. Have some sensible shoes on. Don't have too flary trousers. And just get on here as and when. Have the worst breath. Don't brush your teeth. Your hair can be everywhere. It doesn't matter, because you're in the privacy of your home. And you're in your home watching the TV, every step making a difference, every step walking you to a healthier you. And the great thing is not even having to think about it. I'm not a great multitasker, but I'm talking to you and I'm exercising, I'm walking. You can do the same, watch TV. And before you know it, you'll think, oh my goodness, it's the advert to your favourite soap. Are you watching Emmerdale? Oh my word. And then all of a sudden, you've done 10 minutes. All of a sudden, you think, oh my goodness, I've walked for 10 minutes. I would never have walked outdoors for 10 minutes. But not only walking, Sean, we can jog, we can run, but the handles make this so versatile, make it so different.
Yeah, it's not just a guide, it's not just for stability, although it is that if you want it to be, but you've also got great resistance, up to 30 kg of resistance that you've got there. So you're getting that full body workout, you're getting that muscle activation, that strength training that you talk about, Hayley, but you're also getting a cardio workout if you're going for a proper full-on run. The other great thing for me with fitness equipment, you've ordered fitness equipment in the past and it's arrived and we've opened a box and there's 500 pieces in there.
Honestly, I've shut the box back up and sent it straight back because I'm like, there's no way we'll get that put together. And would I dare go on it if we'd made it? Yeah. The great thing is this virtually comes fully assembled. You just put the top of the handles on.
The lower part of the handles will be attached. All you've got to do is attach this top section that you see here. Now, inside of both of these, there's a little jack plug. You plug that in, that connects all your electrics. You've got these little screws here. You've got an Allen key included. You tighten those up and you are good to go. Now, when you're not using it, remember it folds completely flat. If you want to move it from room to room, that's really easy as well. So if I just fold those down for you, I'll show you how easy it is.
And even this is easy. Yeah. There's nothing confusing. Gym equipment can be really confusing. Treadmills at the gym. I went on one just the other day. I'm like, what button do I press? I just want to walk. I don't want to tell you my weight and how tall I am and how many children I've got. This is so simple, so compact. It will slide under a sofa, slide under a bed, but it stands as well. It's got a very slim profile, so if you want to slide it in between perhaps your wardrobes and your drawers and it's completely out of the way, it fits. The great thing is it will fit into your home.
Fit into any home. And
without you having a gym room or having a garage that's converted into a gym. This is going to fit into your living room and you can put it away as and when if you want to.
And when you get it out, it's as simple as that. You pop the handles up, you attach this to your clothing because that's your emergency stop cord. Without that connected to the machine won't work. So if you don't want the children using it, you just put that away to one side.
It's a bit like the key to the car,
it's like the ignition. And then when you want to get started, just on the other handle, you've got that little toggle. And all you do is press that forward. When you press that forward, it'll give you a countdown from 3, 2, 1, and then it'll start at the very slowest speed of 0.8 kilometres. When you want to increase that, you just use the toggle. You can do it one section at a time, or you can push it forward, so it'll never run away with you. You're always in full control. You can
and the handles can be static.
Yep.
The handles are there, yep. So for my mum, she never uses the handles in movement. They're just static for her for stability.
That's great, like you say, if you're rehabilitating and the doctor's told you need to move more, and always check with your doctor or your health practitioner, you've got that stability there and you can go completely at your pace if you want to work through every joint of the leg, the ankle, the foot muscles. You can do that because you can start at 0.8 kilometres per hour.
But then you can use those handles. And can you see the resistance? If I just use the handles there, this is truly working those muscles, working the bingo wings, working the back fat. So all of a sudden, whilst I'm walking, can you see that? I can use this like a cross trainer now, and it really works the upper body. Resistance training, do your own research, so good for everybody, women especially. You know, bone density, muscle mass. Strength training is so hot at the minute. It's so good for you. You're doing that with the upper body, so you can do a nice brisk walk or a slow walk and use the upper body as well. Can you hear I'm getting out of breath? When you do more, use more parts of your body, you burn more calories, so it allows you to get sort of fitter quicker, or, you know, it helps you to get that workout a little bit more compact because you're doing more at the same time. You're walking and you're using the upper body. But if you don't want to use the upper body, you can have those static. You can walk nice and slow. You can jog on here. It's got a really nice bounce to it. You can run up to 8 kilometres per hour. It really is going to grow with you. But if you only ever walked on here and used that upper body workout, you are going to be blown away how you can walk yourself into a fitter you, a healthier you, a trimmer you, and for me, a happier me. If I don't exercise, it gets me down. I'm not naturally slim. I have to exercise and I have to watch what I eat. And I've been that way all my life. My sister is like a stick and she can eat everything. We're just completely different. So I know how my body is changing as well, going through my 50s, how my arms are changing, how I need to do different things. And I love this because this is working that underarm area. This is working the areas I don't like, the back fat that has changed again when I've come into my 50s. But at the same time, using all of those legs, working those thighs, working the buttocks, working the core. But not a tricky exercise, not a complicated session at the gym, not even having to use lots of different pieces of fitness equipment. You on one machine in your home, using the treadmill at the pace that's good for you, using the cross trainer that's using that upper body, using the rowing machine because you can adapt this and use it in so many different ways. We are massively busy, and if you are thinking, should I or shouldn't I? The sad thing is, at the end of our +1 show today, this is going back up in price. It's going up £200. So if you do miss out, often, and it is stock or clock really, often with this we get to a situation where we've got more people ordering than stock is available. And you know that's how our system works. It's not yours until you check out. So we could have 10 left, but 410 of you could have it in your basket. And if you all checked out once, only 10 of you are going to get it because there are only 10 available. It's just you've all got it in your basket. It's hours until you check out. So do check your basket through. But if you don't and you come back later on today and see it's gone up £200, the sad thing is you're not going to take that step and buy it because even if you go and hunt elsewhere for a better price than our just under £500, Sean, elsewhere we are such a saving.
Yeah, you can see at MAXhealth Fit directly, £499, our usual price. At Costco, just shy of £480, it's still £180 more than our price. At DIY.co.uk, they've put it right down from their normal price, but it's still £100 more than our show special price. Remember, with that reduction, you can use PayPal Pay in 3, £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. If you pay online and spread the cost and you've got a PayPal account, you just need that number at the top of your screen. You can still add it to your basket, but loads in baskets right now. 155216 is your item number. Now's the time to check out, and now's the time to shop with us at Shop on TV.
At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1 and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at Shop on TV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
Really great to have your company and a really great time to have switched on, because perhaps you do want to be a different you this year. Perhaps you want to be a little bit healthier. Perhaps you're struggling walking so far, you're getting out of breath.
You just want to get moving again. I think a lot of people, like you always say, over the Christmas period, and we do, we all sit around so much more, which is good, and we should enjoy it, and the balance is really important. But to get moving, to be able to do this, because you will be able to do it. And we've talked about a lot about that recently. A lot of New Year resolutions. They're two out of our league, aren't they?
Well, I don't know why they've done it this way, because after Christmas, after we've eaten so much, we've been so lazy, we've drunken so much, and we think then in January, our body's going to be quite happy to starve and do loads of exercise. You're like, why am I failing? Why am I finding this so hard? It's getting something that's going to work for you, because that is too extreme. What you want to do, you don't need a New Year's resolution, you just need to start moving.
Yep.
You want to get this as a habit every day, to get onto your treadmill and use those joints. If you don't use them, you lose them. If you put the car in the garage for 6 months and went out to start it up and it didn't start, you wouldn't be surprised. And our bodies are the same. If you don't use the joints, they are going to stiffen up. If you don't walk and exercise and use that heart muscle, which of course we are, because we're walking at a certain pace all the time, you then are going to get out of breath when you do the stairs. You are going to struggle to walk a distance because your body's not used to it. And the nice thing is, this isn't something really difficult and daunting, and no one's even going to see you do this. You're in the privacy of your own home. And if you're lucky enough to be able to walk...
That's what we always say, isn't it? If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, you'll be able to do this. In fact, I've just remembered, over the summer, we went out to a concert and a lady came running after us.
She did, yes.
I think she was called Belinda. Hi, Belinda, if you're watching.
She did.
And she'd bought the treadmill for just that reason. She'd been at home, she'd had a lot of stuff going on in her life, and she'd just been sat on the sofa or sat at the dining table, and she saw the treadmill and she's like, I'll be able to do that. I'll be able to get moving again.
Get moving. She wanted that lift in her life, and that's what exercise is to me. It's a lift. If I don't exercise, I'm down, I'm low.
It affects
I'm
your
slow,
whole mood,
I'm sluggish, I don't get anything done in a day. But if I've exercised first thing, if I go and walk for 10 minutes in the morning, I am ready for the day. I've got a buzz about me, I've got energy. Exercise gives you
And you have a lot
energy.
to do in the day.
Yeah, and I get more fit. I know. I had a great day today, exercise. Got loads of things
You got back an hour earlier than you thought you
Yeah, I did. I was driving home thinking it was 4:45 or 4:45. I was like, oh my goodness, I've got an hour back. And you just seem to have a better mindset when you move. And but exercise can be daunting. It can be tricky. You perhaps will never go to a gym. You'd find it intimidating. And perhaps you wouldn't be comfortable going out running. Perhaps you really, you don't feel confident about yourself to go out and do anything really. In the privacy of your own home, this treadmill's going to be right there for you. And if you only walk on this treadmill, and I know you can run, you can go up to 8 kilometres per hour, you can run, you can jog, you can brisk walk, you can use the upper body workout, but walk at a pace that's right for you. If you can walk at that certain pace, that's the key thing. Not slowing down, not being sluggish. If you go out for a walk naturally, it's really good for you. But we do dawdle, we do stop, we do look in a window, we do stop and let the dog have a wee. So it's not getting your heart rate up as much as it can. It's not burning the calories that you could if you walk like I'm walking now. At that pace, you can hear it in my voice. But I'm only walking. And this is the great thing. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, this isn't something tricky, something daunting. You don't need Lycra on. You don't need to look great. You don't need to have brushed your hair or brushed your teeth. Doesn't matter. You need a sensible pair of shoes on. Could be in your PJs, as long as they're not too flappy around the ankles. And you could be walking yourself healthy. And you don't have to believe just me. If you never ran on here, but the great thing is as you build up and you think, well, actually, I can walk a bit, I can use the upper body workout, I can walk quicker, I can jog on here. It's entirely up to you. But however you use this, this is so beneficial to your health. And however you use this, Sean, whether you're walking at the slowest pace, and I'll be honest, I'm not running at the fastest pace because I'm not a good runner, but it gives you an idea that it can just fit into your fitness level.
Well, speed-wise, you can go from 0.8 kilometres, which is what we're seeing on the right-hand side of the screen. So that's brilliant. Like we were saying, if you want to get moving again, you haven't been moving, you're rehabilitating, maybe you've had something done and the doctor said, you've got to get moving, you've got to get some steps in. At this time of year, we don't want to go outside, so you can do it in the comfort of your own home, whenever you want, at any time of the day. And then you can go for a faster walk, a brisk walk, a jog, or you can go right up to a run on here because it goes up to 8 kilometres per hour. But when you start off, you're in full control. It's completely up to you how many steps you do, what pace you do them at. If you want to work through every joint of the body and the legs and the ankles and the feet, you can do that.
So it's a bit like physio.
You set the pace.
So you really can get that motion and get that movement and that strength and that confidence back into your legs, just have the handles static. But then you can start to use the upper body workout and you'll be amazed the resistance on these. So you really can feel, it's a bit now like I'm using a cross trainer. It's like I'm using a rowing machine. You really can feel the weight to these, and resistance training is so, so good for you. Do put into the internet, is resistance training good for me? Because for men and women, but women especially, for bone density, for muscle mass, strength training, massive at the minute.
So
and this
on-trend,
is your upper body strength training.
And you can see that's Hayley pulls back, the muscle activation. The reason for that is in those arms, you've got up to 30 kg
and you can
of
feel
resistance. So it is a proper full body workout, whether you use it like the rowing machine, pulling both back at the same time, or whether you use it alternately, like the cross trainer, and do it at your speed. If you want it fixed.
And if you've got a weaker arm, you could just do the one arm as you walk.
just work the one arm.
As well, it's so versatile. And then remember, you can get up to a brisk walk. So you really can then brisk walk, and it's a bit like your Nordic walking then. It's about 3 different fitness pieces of equipment. Your treadmill, it's your cross trainer, it's your rowing machine. But then remember, you can jog, it's got a really nice spring to it.
A great bounce, so it's lower impact on the joints. If you're running on the pavement.
I'm not a good runner as it is, but pavement running kills my knees.
Yeah, it affects your knees because of that jolting, doesn't it? But with that spring, you've got to bounce to it. Pop it in front of the TV, watch your favourite TV programmes, and you'll be amazed how much you get done by the time your TV show's finished. On the readout, you've got a speed and calorie counter. That calorie counter is really motivational. It'll tell you the distance you've done, and you've got a timer on there as well, that little motivation station at the front there.
You can compete with the rest of the family who can burn the most calories, so you can go the furthest. But actually, if you just pop it in front of the TV, before you know it, you might have done 10 minutes, the adverts come on, and you think, oh my goodness, I could never have walked 10 minutes. But you've switched off, you're watching the TV, one step in front of another. The NHS passionate that a brisk walk is so good for your health, and that's what this machine is allowing you to do in your home. And if you only ever walk on here, look at what the NHS say. Go on the internet and put, is walking good for my health? What are the health benefits of walking? They're never ending, the benefits.
Yeah, the NHS recommends a brisk 10-minute daily walk. It has lots of health benefits, and you'll see those if you put it on your search engine at home, and counts towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. I think sometimes people see 150 minutes and think, oh, that's a lot. But if you did 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night, that is you covered throughout the week. Walking on a treadmill obviously does count towards this recommended exercise, and the reason for that is you're not strolling, you're not dawdling, you're not walking the dog, stopping and starting. You're walking at a pace. Even if you're walking at a lower pace, you're walking at a pace and it's consistent. And that's what's so, so important. It's really easy to operate. If you've just joined us and you didn't see that, really, really simple. You've got a little toggle on the top of your handlebar there. When you first turn it on, and the way you turn it on is just push that toggle forward. As you do that, it'll give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown. So that's how you start it. And then that's how you operate the speed. Forward to increase, back to decrease the speed. So it'll never run away without you. I think sometimes people think they'll get on a treadmill, press a button and it just shoots off.
No.
You're completely in control with this.
If I press that toggle Sean talked about forward, you'll see my machine count down from 3, 2, 1, and it starts at that nice, slow, steady pace. So I'm in complete control. I've got my handlebars, I'm using them static, I'm walking nice and slow, and it will monitor the distance I go, the calories I've burnt. And going nice and slowly allows me to go through the whole of my feet. Perhaps you're really trying to get back into walking. Perhaps the doctor said to you, and always check if you've had anything done that's okay for you, but I'm sure most doctors, if you said, I'm thinking about starting walking, they'll be quite impressed. But I know my mum, she had her hips done, and again, always check with your GP, with your surgeon. But the first thing they wanted her to do when she woke up was to move, was to use those joints.
Go.
Yeah?
Yep.
I was like, really? She's only just woken up. But this is nice because it's nice and slow. You've got the stability of the handlebars. You just won't use those moving. You can keep them static. And if you want to do like a little bit of physio, perhaps saying if you could just lift your knees a little bit more. I mean, it's so good. But then you can get up to a brisk walk. You then can use the upper body workout. You then can jog. You can run. It's so versatile. And again, it's getting that balance in our lives. We're meant to move. We were never meant to sit at desks. We were never meant to sit in cars. We were never meant to sit on trains, sit and watch TV. When we were created, the world, there was none of that. And you walked, you ran. That's how you moved and got places.
Yep.
You worked the land. You ate healthy. And now we're the opposite. Now we're very static. We do lots of things that just keep us very still. And we don't eat as healthily as we should do. And sadly, that balance is making us into a bigger nation. And we do need to move. And perhaps you're in a situation where you've managed to lose some weight, but you're not toned and you still don't feel fit. It's really important to get movement into your everyday. And though joining a gym can be daunting, doing a class, I'm hopeless in classes, absolutely always turning the wrong way, tripping somebody over, walking into somebody. So I don't do classes. I am a gym member, but I often don't get because I'm time poor. This is in your home, and it is just one step in front of the other. We're not asking you to do something that's really difficult. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, we're meant to move. And walk yourself fitter, walk yourself healthier. And if you only walk on here, amazing. Go put on the internet, are 2,000 steps a day good for me? Actually, just recently, a big thing about 3,000 steps, not only being beneficial to the body, also to the mind. And obviously it's great for the legs, it's great for the joints, it's great for the core. But have a look at what it says inside the body, that walking is so good for you, why it is so good for the mind. Movement is what we're meant to do. And not only does it make you perhaps look in the mirror and feel a bit better, put with a bit healthy eating and think, oh gosh, my jeans feel a little bit looser, I feel like it's making a difference. But actually for me, it's my mind. I feel so much better if I exercise. They call it happy endorphins. I always call it happy dolphins. There's something about movement, exercise, that gives you that buzz. And if you try to exercise first thing in the day, for me, I'm a different person. My head's clearer, I feel fresher, I get so much done. Whereas if I don't exercise, I'm sluggish, I'm slow. I can get quite low if I don't exercise. I need that move. Our bodies need to move. And the great thing is, nothing difficult, one step in front of another on a treadmill that's so versatile, that will go to a speed where you can brisk walk, you can jog, you can run, but also has this amazing upper body workout. Now, we're massively busy for this, and remember, it's stock or clock. The stock we've got, it's the price you see on the screen right now, but sadly, after our +1 shows, it's going back up to its full price. It's going back up £200. And then sadly, if you haven't pressed that checkout button, because so many of you have it in basket, if you've got it in a basket, you know you need to do something. Perhaps even the doctor said you've got to start moving and you don't know where to start. This is one of the simplest things to do. If it's in your basket, press that checkout button. Because sadly, if you don't, and you come back later today, it's gone back up £200, you're actually not going to buy it because you're not saving £20 with us today. You might come back late, it's gone up £200. You think, I'm not going to buy it at £200. I'll wait and see if it goes down again. And this is time where you could be walking. You could be, by the time we have this back in stock and have the price down again and do a show, you could have walked yourself so much fitter already. check that basket through, get this delivered to your door and make that difference right now. Because even if you come back later today and think it's okay, I'll be able to buy it elsewhere, well, take a look at the prices elsewhere, because our price is incredible. But my word, we're beating every other price there.
So our usual price is pretty much the price you pay elsewhere, £500, just shy of a pound. MAXhealth Fit, it's £499. It's £200 more than our price at Costco. £479.98, £180 more than our price. DIY.co.uk, well, they've brought the price right down, but there's still £100 more than we are. And the fact that we've got PayPal Pay in 3, and that's if you've got a PayPal account, you pay online on our website, shopontv.co.uk, you can pay just £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
And we're twice as busy as we've already been.
Yeah.
Honestly, we've got as many people ordering as stock already sold. You do need to check your baskets through. You're investing in you right now, but check that basket through. It's stock or clock. If the stock goes first, you've lost the price. But actually, even if we've got stock at the end of the show, and we'll honour the price for +1, but after our +1 shows, it goes back up. If there is stock available, it's going back up £200. This is your opportunity to have something in your home that could be life-changing, allow you to achieve that goal that perhaps you've failed every single year.
So make sure you check out your baskets right now.
You can get even more from Shop on TV by following us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram and X, all using the same handle, where you'll find the latest special offers, news and insights. But that's not all. Check out our YouTube and TikTok channels for exclusive video content, including product sneak peeks, reviews and unboxing videos. Stay connected and be first to the best deals with Shop on TV.
Really great to have your company. We've moved away from the treadmill just for a moment because we are massively busy. Just as many, well, actually more people ordering now than stock already sold. For the stock we've got, it's the price that we said. You've got a £200 saving, but only now for the stock we've got. Please check your baskets through.
It is a bit of a well-being show that we've got for you. And we've got a collagen supplement on the show today from Pure Nutrition. Now, this is a liquid collagen supplement. If you've got any kind of social media at the moment and you look on there, there's lots of different collagens on the market. The Pure Collagen that we've got for you is a liquid supplement, and it's 10,000 milligrams each serving. They're really important. We'll explain why as we go on. But the reason we need collagen is because collagen is in so many different parts of the body, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we always think collagen is good for your face. It's in creams, it's in injections. But actually, you're born full of collagen. Up to 90% of the skin's protein is collagen. It's virtually the glue that holds your body together. But then in your body, you can see there over 30% the total protein in the body, collagen, 40 to 60% of the total protein in connective tissue, collagen, and type 2 collagen, 50% of all cartilage protein. So it really is so important to your body. But sadly, as you age, collagen does deplete, and they say you age from your early 20s.
Well, yeah, this graph shows you exactly that. From your mid-20s, early 20s, you start to lose collagen. The older we get, the more collagen that we lose, as you can see there. And unfortunately for ladies, at a certain time of life, it depletes even quicker, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You get to the 50s, sadly. We go through that menopausal time, and you've got a bigger drop. Now, you can visually see this ageing in your skin, the elasticity of the skin. You get the sort of droopy jowls, I should say, the deep nose to mouth lines, the lines and the wrinkles. And you can feel that lack of collagen in your body. When you get out of bed as you're ageing, it's harder. Get up from the gardening, it's more difficult.
Getting off the sofa, all those noises you start to make. So all those different things that add to depletion all we're going to show you, actually, because there's so much more that adds to it. Things like sun exposure. We talked about the menopause, how the depletion increases even quicker. If you're a smoker, that's not good either. Nutrient deficiency, that's if you've got a bad diet or if you've got a high sugar diet as well. All of these things add to the depletion of your collagen in your body.
So that's the lines, the wrinkles, the sagginess, how you feel when you get up, all of those things depleting that collagen, making that difference to how you look and to how you feel. So doesn't it make sense to take collagen to get that
balance? Isn't it?
But if you were thirsty, you'd have a glass of water. If you were lacking in iron, you'd have an iron capsule. Now, there's 2 amazing collagens in here, and also some other great key ingredients, and those key ingredients are beneficial to lots of different things. But you can see there, that looks like that is a new collagen, actually, but there's been clinically tested hugely around the world. But actually, our Verisol B is for us, the only clinically proven beauty collagen that has given some incredible results. But don't forget, you've got biotin and zinc. Biotin and zinc can really help with the hair, the nails, and the immune system. Lots of people notice difference in their hair and nails when they're on this.
Yeah, you've got hyaluronic acid in there, a real buzzword in the beauty industry, from the inside out and the outside in. Also, you've got, very importantly with collagen supplements, you've got vitamin C and vitamin D in here.
Yeah, vitamin C is a key vitamin to work alongside collagen beautifully. And vitamin D, I think we all learned how important vitamin D was. They call it the happy hormone, bone density, again, really good for the immune system as well. They sort of call it the daylight vitamin. So some really key ingredients, but just that collagen, Verisol B, that is one of the only clinically proven collagens that can help to create some amazing results.
Take a look at some of these figures that we're going to show you. Can you imagine a 15% improvement on your skin elasticity? And that is on average. Skin elasticity is that bounce back to the skin, isn't it?
Absolutely. That is when I said about the sagginess, the droopy jowls, the deep nose to mouth lines, the lines and the wrinkle, you know, it's when the skin starts to sag. So improving that elasticity. And improving that elasticity, well, have a look at the next page, because this can also help the reduction of eye wrinkles.
Imagine seeing a 20.1% reduction in your eye wrinkles. Very important to point out as well, the dosage that you're looking at on these trials, 2,500 milligrams. With the liquid supplement that we're bringing you, your daily supplement is 10,000.
Wow, and it's a tasty drink.
Yes.
Try and get into the habit of taking it. I would take it first thing in the morning because lots of people mention it does give them energy. And it is, honestly, it's a supplement. So lots of you doing this, you're multi-ordering, that's really sensible. You can buy one bottle, that's great, but a supplement, it takes optimum about 3 months to get properly into your system. And when you see the benefits of taking collagen, you'll think, well, I do want to get it into my system. So I would at least get 2 bottles if you can. But look at these benefits. Supports healthy hair, skin and nails. Lots of people notice their hair and their nails, a difference in that first bottle. But then bone and cartilage health.
Yeah, designed to promote bone and cartilage health, boost immunity and muscle function. We always say about reducing fatigue. That's why Hayley always says about taking it first thing in the morning. It's that little boost, isn't it?
And rather than more capsules, it's a really tasty drink out the fridge.
Yeah.
It's my body in the morning. That's the first
Craves
thing
it, yeah.
I want to have, and it gives me that kickstart for the day. Whilst we've got the stock, 234270 is your item number. Pop it in your basket and check that basket out. Must warn you, if you have got the treadmill in a basket, we are massively, massively busy on the phones for this now. It is stock or clock, and when people are jumping on the phones, it so often can get to a situation where more people are ordering than stock is available. Please check your basket out. It might be in your basket, but you can press checkout and it can say sold out. Please check it out. If we have stock left, though, remember, our treadmill's going up £200 at the end of the show. So whatever, put this in your basket with your treadmill and split the cost of it.
Yeah, and just pay that one postage.
Yeah.
The easiest way to shop is always the website. So if you want to look at anything, you want to see any more details of anything, you can go to the website, shopontv.co.uk. And you can also order on the phone, 03333 241 241. Take a look at this.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV.
Really is great to have your company. Remember, we're live every single night on Freeview 89 from midnight, and then we're joined by ITV and STV as and when we can. But what have we got coming up?
Well, let's take a look at some of our upcoming shows. Tomorrow it's Vintage Cash Cow, and that's a brilliant show, isn't it?
It's a really great show where you might have lots of items at home that perhaps you don't really need, that actually Vintage Cash Cow will give you cash for. How amazing is that? So do join us for that show. It is tremendous. Same sort of idea with Postgold for cash the following day as well. And then we have got Kitchen, Mulberry Silk and Simpler Law. Join us for Simpler Law. That is, oh my word. Show. Yeah, really, really important.
Thinking about writing a will or getting a power of attorney, join us for that.
Join us and see why it's so important that you do get a will and power of attorney. It's, we were blown away.
We've got to get back to our show special, though. Our show special today, we're talking about fitness, we're talking about well-being. We've got a treadmill for you, but this is so much more than a walking treadmill, because you can walk on here, you can jog on here, you can run on here, because it goes from 0.8 kilometres per hour right up to 8 kilometres per hour on its top speed. So it's a proper run, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't run at 8 kilometres. I'm not a great runner. But you can brisk walk, you've got an upper body workout as well. It's so versatile. So it fits in with the whole family. This is something that everybody can use, whatever their fitness level. If you only walk, you can walk yourself fitter, and you can walk at a really nice, slow, steady pace. Perhaps you're rehabilitating, and you can see there right on the outside of the screen, I'm walking nice and slow. My handles are static. I'm using those for stability, and I'm getting my confidence back. I'm getting my legs strong, my ankles strong, my feet strong. So perhaps you are walking again for the first time, or perhaps like my mum had your hips done, always check with your GP, your surgeon, but they wanted her to move straight away. Walking was really important. You can be doing that at home, but you can brisk walk, you can use the upper body workout with the handles, you can jog and you can run. And running, you can go up to 8 kilometres. I was probably running about 6, 7 kilometres if I was lucky. I'm not a great runner, so the great thing is you can get stronger with this. You can build up. I will jog on here now, and I've never been good at jogging, but actually getting into the habit of walking at a certain pace, it gets your strength up. It not only works all of the muscles in those legs, works the core. I'm getting my heart rate up, I'm burning calories. Then I'm using the upper body. It's so versatile.
This is great. The fact you've got these handles, they're like Nordic walking sticks, if you like. However, they're better because you get resistance from these. They've got that resistance up to 30 kg of resistance. So as you pull back on these, whether you're using it like a rowing machine or a cross trainer, watch Hayley's arms.
I mean, you really can.
The muscle activation's amazing.
So it's a rowing machine now. It's working the back fat, the bingo wings. I can use it as a cross trainer. And then if you are sort of weaker on one side of the body, you can just do a little bit extra workout, and you really can feel that. And though we always say go on the internet and look at is walking good for my health, the health benefits of walking, you'll be blown away. Also look at resistance training, because resistance is loads of gym equipment, is so good for everybody, but for women especially, for bone density, muscle mass. And that really is so important to a stronger you. Strength training is really key at the minute.
It is. Lots of celebrities endorsing strength training at the moment. When it comes to getting your steps in, a few years back it was always like, oh, you've got to do 10,000 a day, 20,000. Really unachievable. But they've said more recently that 2,000, 3,000 steps
really
are so beneficial. Even the NHS say when it comes to walking, a brisk 10-minute daily walk has so many many benefits and counts towards your 150 minutes of a weekly exercise. And I always read that and think, oh, 150 minutes, but don't let that put you off. It's not as much as you would think. 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night, and you're pretty much covered for the week. And walking on your treadmill counts towards that recommended exercise that the NHS talk about. So we always say, put in your search engine at home, what are the benefits of walking? Is walking as good as running? Can 2,000 or 3,000 steps make a difference to you? The fact that you can do this whenever you want, at whatever pace you want, because it's raining out there, it's snowing out there, it's blowing a gale out there. We've had it all over the past few days, and there's more to come, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. It's getting worse, isn't it, as we go into the winter? Because I always think we get to Christmas and winter's over. It's not actually. No. January, February can be the absolute worst. We often get snow in March. So you've got an opportunity to have something in your home, because we do stop moving, don't we, through the winter. Very sadly, we get so little exercise into our day because it is nasty out there. We'll jump into the car even if we dare drive, but perhaps actually year round you're not moving like you should do. Physically, you know you don't walk, you don't exercise, and you have noticed over the last few years you've got slower, you've got sluggish. Perhaps you have gained a bit of weight. Perhaps you struggle now with the stairs. Perhaps you get out of breath, you know, doing the smallest of things. And perhaps walking to the shop now you don't even do, because though you might get there, you're not sure now if you have got the energy to walk back. And perhaps you know, hand on heart, you need to make some changes. Exercise can be really daunting, and joining a gym for a lot of people really intimidating. Perhaps you don't want anyone to see you exercise. Perhaps, you know, that's the more worrying thing. Perhaps you just don't know where to start. You find the equipment at a gym really complicated. This honestly is so simple because it's something that's so natural. We're meant to move. When we were created, there weren't offices. You didn't sit at a desk. You didn't get on a train and sit for the whole journey. You didn't drive in a car. You didn't sit and watch TV. There was just us and there was the land. We worked the land, and if you wanted to get somewhere, you walked, didn't you? You ran. That's how you moved until there were, you know, until you started to train horses and all that. You know, honestly, we're meant to move. Our bodies were created to move. And sadly, we're really static now. Static with work, static with holidays, and static with, you know, hobbies and things. But what we also are doing are eating more, or eating not so well. And we're getting a bigger nation. And if you know that's what's happened to you and you really want to make a change this year, don't try something that's unachievable. Do something that's natural. If we're lucky enough to be able to walk yourself healthier. But remember, with this treadmill, and if you only walk on it, you'll be blown away how fit you can get with getting into the habit of walking each day at that certain pace. But you can build to a jog, you can build to a run, you can use the upper body workout. You won't outgrow this machine. This machine will grow with you. Work for the whole family. Pop it in front of the TV, and my word, you could perhaps get to the advert of your favourite soap and think, oh my goodness, I've walked for 10 minutes. I could never walk for 10 minutes. But watching the TV, you switch off.
And doing it at your pace, remember, and that pace will grow. The more you use it, the quicker you'll start to walk. You might jog, you might run. It's there for you if you want it. It will grow with you if you want it to. Otherwise, if it's just about getting moving again, getting up off the couch, and doing more of those steps that we know are so important, because that's what it is for me. I know I need to do stuff. And walking, I can do. I can achieve that.
You don't like going into a gym, do you?
No.
Even when we go on holiday, Sean will walk me to the gym and then you'll go
I'm off
for a walk.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to use the gym. He doesn't feel comfortable in a gym. The great thing is you are comfortable at home. This is at home. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter. You don't need tight lycra on. You don't need a gym outfit. You don't even need to have brushed your hair or brushed your teeth. You could have your pyjamas on as long as the bottoms aren't too flappy. Have some sensible shoes on and walk yourself healthy. because you truly can, can't you?
Definitely. Let's run you through how it arrives as well for you again, because I often think with things like this, it's going to come in, it's going to be in 25 pieces.
Oh, a
and
lot
we've
of
got
gym
to join
equipment
it all
can
together.
be though, can't it?
This isn't like that at all. When it arrives, the only thing you've got to attach are these two top handle sections that you see here. Inside of these, there's a little jack plug. You just plug that in, and then you've attached the top handle, and then you put these screws in. You've got an Allen key included, that'll tighten up, and then you're ready to go. Put in your power cable, plug it in, and literally ready to go. Now, on your two handles, you'll see on one side you've got the red cord. That's your emergency cord on that side. If you take that out, it stops the machine altogether in an instant. So if you don't want the children to use it, it's like the ignition key. Take that away, no one can use it without that. It's a real great safety feature. Then on the other side, you've got this little toggle that you see here. When you push that toggle forward, and I'll get Hayley to do it on her machine as well, so that you can see, when you push it forward, you get a countdown, a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then it starts the machine. But it starts the machine at the lowest speed, at 0.8 kilometres.
And that's nice and slow. So perhaps you are rehabilitating. Perhaps you haven't been walking so well. Perhaps you're trying to get your strength back. Perhaps you want the strength in the feet, the ankles, you know, the lower legs. Perhaps you, like my mum, she had her hips done. The first thing they wanted to do was walk. And obviously always check with your GP, your surgeon, as to what's right for you. But they were very insistent, virtually as soon as she woke up, you need to use those joints. Perhaps you're doing a little bit of physio. They're saying, you know, if you could just get some walking in and lift those knees a little bit more. And of course, you've got the stability of the handlebars, keep those static, and it allows you to do exactly that. Or perhaps you just haven't walked so well recently and you want to get your confidence back. You can walk at that slower pace. But then you can build up to a brisker walk, you can build up to a jog, you can build up to a run. And then, of course, you can use the upper body with the actual resistance arms as well.
Yeah, that resistance in the arms is brilliant. You can see the various speeds here. We haven't even got it at top speed on there, but if you want to go for a jog, you can, even if it's snowing outside. The other great thing about the machine is the storage on it, because the handles fold completely flat, and then you can pop it underneath a sofa if you want to. It also freestands. I'll show you that in a moment. It's got wheels on, so you can move it easily from room to room, but fold the handles down, pop it underneath the sofa. There you can see halfway through. Once we put it underneath, you can barely see.
So that's great. You might have a small accommodation. You might have a really busy house.
Flat, yeah.
We haven't all got space to have a gym room, have we? You know, you haven't got a spare room to turn into a gym. You haven't got a garage to turn into a gym. But you want to exercise at home, and you want something that's going to make a difference, which this treadmill truly can. But it will fold down and go under the sofa and under the bed. And to fold it down is it's just popping the handles down, and it's as easy as that, isn't it?
That's all you're going to do. Really easy to manoeuvre because it's got wheels on the front. It only weighs 24 kilos. However, when you lift it up, you don't pick that weight up because most of the weight is in the base. So if you want to move it from room to room, you can. The other great thing is if you want to freestand the machine, you can. So you could pop it behind a door if you wanted to.
Yeah, or perhaps you've got a gap between a wardrobe and some chest of drawers. You can slide it in there because it's really quite slim. Really compact, but Sean's 6'4". It still will take his stride. Weight-wise, you can see 18.9 stone, so it takes a really good weight. A lot of gym equipment only goes to 15 stone. Or you'll get on something like this and it will feel like it's really slow and sluggish if you're a little bit heavier, whereas this will go up to 18.9 stone. But remember, you can use the handlebar static, you can do that upper body workout, you can slow walk, you can brisk walk, you can jog, you can run on here. It's got a lovely spring to it, so if you do jog and run, it's very kind to the knees, whereas when you run on the pavement, it is quite pounding.
Well, they call it that, don't they? Pounding the pavement.
Yeah, kills my knees.
Real
it's
hardcore.
Too solid, yeah.
And what you just said about my height as well, that was when we first brought this onto the shows, I was worried that it wouldn't be long enough for my stride.
I'm like this with Sean when he's striding out. I'm like, I can't keep up with you, walk slower. Whereas you can see Sean's stride fits this compact machine as well.
Yeah, I can really stride out on this even at a higher rate and a higher speed. And the great thing is, Well, all the benefits, but the price we've got it at the moment, because it should be almost £500. Now, the show special means we only honour this price for the show and our +1 shows as well, if there's still stock remaining. So we dropped the price for the show. It's a real great time to buy. Should be almost £500. If you buy it elsewhere, well, pretty much everywhere else, take a look what you'll pay at MAXhealth directly. You are looking at our usual price. £500, just shy of £1. At Costco, you're still £180 more than the price we've got it for today. And at DIY.co.uk, we saw their price last week, it was nearly double that. It's dropped down, but it's still £100 more than our price.
Yeah, so the truth is, if you come back after our +1 show, if you come back on later this morning, perhaps 5 o'clock, you think, I'm going to buy it, our price has gone up to virtually £500. You think, it's OK, I'll shop elsewhere. Sadly, that is the regular price. You have got one price that is £100 more, but you're not going to spend another 100. You're going to think, I could have got it £100 cheaper. I'm not going to pay another £100. And what you've done then is let yourself down. If you've pressed that checkout button, you're investing in you, and you're getting a price that honestly is incredible.
It's what you always say about you've put it in the basket.
You know you want it, don't you?
You want to get it. You want to see what a difference it can make to you,
And this isn't you buying an outfit. This isn't you buying something that you really don't need. This is you investing in your health. And if you know you do need to do something, you know you do need to move, you know you do need to exercise, but you don't know where to start, we're not even thinking about what we're doing. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk one step in front of another, you're going to be able to do this without thinking. Watch the TV, watch your favourite soap, get to that advert and think, oh my word, it's 10 minutes into the show, isn't it? I've walked for 10 minutes. I would never have walked.
How did we get to the advert?
That's it. I would never have walked for 10 minutes. But because you don't have to think about walking, and if you're watching something, all of a sudden 10 minutes is gone, and you could have done 1,000 steps. You don't know. You could have got so many steps in those 10 minutes. But then get into the habit of using the upper body workout as well. And what you'll feel, and hear in my voice actually, can you hear I'm getting out of breath? And I do go to the gym, I do work out, but because I'm walking at a certain pace all the time, because I'm using the upper body as well, and this has got resistance up to 30 kg, which is amazing, I'm getting the heart rate up. And I'm constantly working that heart. So now I've got a cardio workout. Now I'm burning calories without having to bounce around. I'm walking myself healthier. And if you only walk on here, honestly, you could walk yourself to a healthier you. But the really nice thing is, if you do get stronger and think, well, actually, I would like to try and do a bit of jogging, you can jog. If you do think, well, actually, and I'm a rubbish runner, so you'll never really see me running on here, but if you think, well, I'm going to run, you can get up to 8 kilometres per hour on here. For me, that brisk walk with just the arms, oh my word. I'm getting hot and clammy, my heart rate's up, I'm burning calories, but I'm doing something that's so natural. That's so easy. You're not having to go out to the gym. You don't need to be in Lycra. Doesn't matter what you look like, I should say. You're in your own home with the tattiest clothes, with pyjamas on, as long as they're not too flappy at the bottom. Put some sensible shoes on and just walk yourself. Get into the habit of walking as many steps as you can. And they do say, and I know for years we've thought we've had to do tens of thousands of steps a day, and you think, I can't get them in, I can't fit them steps in. Just put into the internet, are 2,000 steps a day good for me? And actually, did you see something just recently? It was about 3,000 steps a day. Not only being beneficial to what you would think it would be, you know, your joints, your legs, your thighs, your buttocks, your tummy. Look at all the areas in the body walking's good for, but also really good for the mind. For me, exercising first thing in the morning clears my head, makes me think straight. Honestly, hand on heart, makes me a happier me, because I'm not good if I don't exercise. I feel low, I feel sluggish, I'm not with it. Movement is what our body's meant to be. It thrives movement. And when you start moving, you'll understand what happy endorphins are. I call them happy dolphins. And that, for me, is better than any cup of coffee. It's any kickstart to the day. Get that body moving, but please, check your baskets out, because we are thundering towards a situation where you are going to miss out. Either miss out on stock or simply, Sean, miss out on price, because our price It's going back up, isn't it, after the shows?
Yeah. And now, if you are watching on our +1 channels, that's STV and ITV1 +1, please go to the website and check the stock levels. Make sure we've still got it in stock. shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way for you to find everything. It's not just a treadmill we've got on the show. Remember, when you go to the website, you'll see you've got our collagen supplement there. We've got some great scales available. We've got the weighted vest, and you can shop across the entire show and pay just one postage. But the one that's important is the one that's on the screen right now, because if you don't check out and you miss out on the price that we've got, well, it goes back up to the usual price. So 155216 is your item number. It's the MAXhealth Treadmill. Remember all those benefits. It's so easy to use.
Whether it just means you get up the stairs without getting out of breath, you can walk down to the shop and walk back. You can actually enjoy things with the family next holiday and get down those stairs to the beach. Go out for that. Perhaps you missed out on the Christmas walk. Whether it's the simplest of things, but actually allows you to live more. And we've seen people's lives. It's a big thing to say change, but we have seen people get their lives back, actually, because they've become fitter. And if this is in your basket, I know that's what you want to do. So press out that checkout button. Press it out, because sadly, if you don't, it's going up £200, or sadly, there's so many in baskets, you might miss out. But press that button, check out, and what you're doing is investing in, I truly believe, a happier, healthier you.
At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently, and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way, from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1 and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at Shop on TV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
Super busy. It's great to have your company. Shop on TV. If you're joining us tonight, do join us every single night. We're live every night on Freeview 89 from midnight, and then we're joined by ITV and STV every single evening throughout that until 3 a.m. And what you're joining us for today is a product that, oh my word, is one of your favourites. It sells out time and time again. We are massively busy even at this time in the morning. But sadly, it's not just a thing about the stock tonight, whereas sometimes we can be, it's going to go. Actually, if there is any stock left, and we are so busy, more people ordering still than stock already sold, it is sadly going to go back up in price. Yeah,
it's what we call a show special. You can see that on your screen. So the price comes down for the duration of the show. We do honour the price on the +1 channels if there's stock remaining, as Hayley was saying. So price-wise, for a treadmill like this, you've got a £200 saving against our usual price. It's not just a walking treadmill. It's not just a walking pad. It's that if you want it to be, because you can fold the handles down and use it as a walking pad. But on here, you can walk, you can jog, and you can run, because the speeds go from 0.8 kilometres an hour right up to 8 kilometres per hour. And we're not even going anywhere near the top speed on here, are we?
No. On the first picture, I am doing the slowest speed, 0.8. So if you're rehabilitating, if you're trying to get your confidence back in walking, don't use the arms movement-wise, use them static, and walk nice and slowly. Get that movement throughout the whole of the legs. In the middle, I'm halfway through, so about 4 kilometres per hour, doing a brisk walk. I'm using the upper body workout as well with those resistance bands, up to 30 kg in resistance. So that is now like a cross trainer or a rowing machine, as well as you walking. So it's like 3 different pieces of equipment. And then when I'm running, because I'm not a great runner, I'm probably running around about 6 kilometres, 7 kilometres if I was lucky.
I don't think it's even that.
No, I don't think. Probably 6.5 kilometres per hour. It goes up to 8, so you really can do a really brisk run with this as well. So if you do grow, you do get stronger, you can grow with this. You're not going to outgrow your technology. But the lovely thing is, if you only walk on here, you're walking yourself healthy, and you can walk. We're meant to walk.
Walking's so important, and I think we don't realise how important it is and what the benefits are when it comes to walking. If you put in your search engine at home, is walking good for me? What are the benefits of 2,000 steps a day? You'll be amazed. Even the NHS recommend that 10-minute daily walk has lots of benefits for you and counts towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. And when we say 150 minutes, I always say, don't look at that and think, I'm never going to do that.
Sounds daunting, doesn't it? But actually, if you do a 10-minute walk in the morning, 10-minute walk in the afternoon, that is your 150 minutes very much done in a week. But the great thing is, it's not, it's not strict that you do 100.
No.
That's what they recommend.
Do something.
Yeah. If you can only manage 2 minutes, first of all, build to 5 minutes, build to 10 minutes, amazing. But if you only ever manage to do 4 minutes a day, that's 4 minutes. That's so many steps to a healthier you. It used to be you had to do tens of thousands of steps a day to be healthy, but actually now, just recently, actually, very recently, they were saying 3,000 steps a day. The health benefits, not only for the body, not just your legs and your core, inside the body, look it up, but also for the mind. So good for you. But they say 2,000 steps. Every step you take is a healthier step, is a fitter you, is possibly a trimmer you. Perhaps you're getting out of breath just too much and too quickly. Perhaps you're really struggling to do the things with the families. You can't keep up with everybody else. We really have got technology that it's a massive thing to say, but it's given people their lives back. And I've got a really lovely email here. And this was sent to us. We've sold lots of different treadmills, but this is definitely the one that is sort of the highest tech, with the resistance arms and the fact you can walk, run and, jog and do a slow walk and a real fast run at 8 kilometres per hour. This is the most versatile treadmill. But Joanna, she wrote in an email a while ago, and I was like, I'm going to keep this because this is exactly what I think a treadmill can do to somebody and help people by just very much walking, because she actually bought just a walking treadmill. She said, this treadmill is fantastic. She says, it's literally changed my life. I'm not over-exaggerating. It truly has changed my life. I'd become lazy. I'd become sluggish. I was eating far too much of the wrong stuff. I was drinking tea and fizzy drinks. I was indulging in sweets and snacking all day long. She says, I've been working from home, and I know a lot of us now still work from home. She said, I had a real moment of clarity when I realised what a slippery slope I was on, when I actually jumped up to a size 16. And I was getting out of breath doing the simplest of tasks. And perhaps that's where you are at the minute. You're really noticing you just can't do things like you used to, and you know you're not moving as much as you should. She said, I saw a treadmill whilst channel hopping, and I thought, what have I got to lose? She said on the first day she got it, because it's so easy to set up, she says, I walked 3,000 steps and I was okay. She said the next day I walked 5,000. She said, and then my journey began. She says, now I do 3 walking sessions a day, and this could be you, but every little helps. She actually does 12,000 steps now over those 3 sessions. She said, I have a glass of water before and after each session, if you can get into the habit of that.
That's good as well,
that
isn't
is
it? Yeah.
so good, because we don't drink enough. She has no fizzy drinks, no silly snacking. She says, and if I feel sluggish, and I second this completely, if I need a boost, I jump back on for 10 minutes. She doesn't go and have a snack. She jumps back on for 10 minutes. And do you know what happens? She says, I'm totally energised.
Brilliant.
Exercise gives you energy. Look at that clock. Your chances are disappearing now to get this price. She says, my mind is better focused, she says. She says, I'm more positive. These aren't my words. These are Joanne's. She says, I eat well. I drink well. I feel great. And you think, the thing I love the most, and this is me, she says, I smile more. She feels better about it. She says, the list goes on. She said, I put this down to the treadmill as it's absolutely motivated me into getting my body moving. I use it every day and I love it.
And that's what it's all about, that motivation. Now, we are coming towards the end of the live show.
Phone lines are so busy.
You've gone crazy on the phones and the website. You've got to confirm your orders. We will give you some wiggle room if you've got it in a basket. Remember, if you are on +1, just check the website and make sure we've still got some stock remaining, because we've just had a massive surge. You can add it to your basket, 155216. Is the price good? The price is brilliant.
is massively busy on the phones. If you are having to wait, we will get to you as soon as we possibly can. But please do order it right now. It is going back up in £200 more at the end of our +1 show. That's why we've got a clock on the screen. You can see there, if you go to MAXhealth, if you think I'll buy it elsewhere, it's our normal price at £4.99. You could go to Costco, they're £4.79, so that's £180 more than the price you're paying right now. The best price DIY is still £100 more than our deal. Honestly, it's market beating.
Yep.
You're investing in yourself, and if you've got it in a basket, you know you need to make that difference. And honestly, exercise can be daunting. New Year's resolutions fail because we throw ourselves into things that we're just not right for us. We're meant to walk one step in front of another to a healthier, fitter you.
You can still add it into your basket, but be quick, 155216. Again, if you're on +1, we will honour the price if there's stock remaining. And you can use PayPal if you're paying online, £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Easiest way is always the website, shopontv.co.uk. Phones are massively busy. They will get to you as soon as they possibly can. But check out and see what a difference it can make.
3 o'clock in the morning and we are energised. We're ready for our 2-hour drive home because we've moved. It's what our body wants to do. It's what your body's meant to do. And if you're not doing it and you want to do it and you want to make those change, get this in a basket, check your basket out, and good luck to a happier, healthier you. See you later.
Soon.